Welcome to Rockin' Bubbies. What's up, Matt Lennon?
Hello, Pez. How's it going?
It's going well. How was your week, buddy?
I didn't do shit this week.
Yeah, you did. We practiced.
Did we practice? It's pretty forgettable.
It's not really because we forget. We practice a lot more than these guests we have here. We got good old Josh Cronin and Dr. Mobley. Welcome to the house.
What's up? What's up, guys?
What's going on, guys?
So what do you got? What do you guys want?
Yeah, what are you guys promoting?
What do you guys
6
want?
to midnight?
What do you guys?
No, that's band speaks for itself.
Yeah. Does it?
That's why we don't practice.
We don't even have to fucking practice.
Well, welcome to Rockin' Bubbies.
Thanks for having us, man.
How you been?
Good, cold.
So you were out in that shit too, huh?
Oh yeah.
I was out in it all day.
Saturday was the coldest day I ever worked outside in a long time.
It was pretty miserable. I'm over it. Definitely over it.
Yeah.
I told my wife, she's like, "How's it going?" I was like, "I'm pretty sure I'm a fucking female now." I was like, "I can't feel nothing." I was in Heron, dude, and the wind was blowing like 20 mile an hour, and it was already like 3 degrees. So you probably figure close to negative 18, close to it.
Jeez.
I didn't mean to punch you guys right in the nuts when we
dude.
first started, but I think that's what the way this podcast is going to be.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you meant to.
Yeah.
It took him 2 days to plan that out.
I know. I got to see the rehearsal right
That
on
was
his
his
face.
one and only today.
Surprised he ain't got his notes. It's probably encrypted on his Drew Carey
note card
glasses.
and it went to shit. So your band, you got a band?
Hey guys, I really don't know what to do with my hands right now. I told him on the way here, I was like, you do realize you're gonna get tagged up on pretty hard because I always fuck with you all the time.
He's used to it.
I kind of am. So, Cronin, when'd you start playing?
Fuck. I got to go back to the 19s, not the 2s. I'd say probably around 97, 98.
97, 98?
Yeah, I got a guitar for Christmas and been mediocre ever since, man.
You've been like practicing. You practiced a lot in high school.
Oh, yeah. I practiced a lot in middle school, tapered off in high school, and haven't practiced in a long time. I haven't gotten better since high school. But I'm still better than you.
You remember? You are. You remember playing what? Didn't you play at the show? We're gonna have Doug Mallet on.
Oh, yeah.
I think next week. But there was a show I was supposed to play at, and I was supposed to play that. Good Riddance song.
What else were you gonna play?
Right.
You had that song and Simple Man.
That's it, man. Those are my two jams.
Yeah, it's just
I was a
wheelhouse
fucking
right
rule
there.
when he asked me to come join the band. I was like, dude, I'm not playing Simple Man. It ain't happening.
We played
But
it.
what about Good Riddance?
I would never know if we ever did that one.
No.
That's a solo deal.
But-
Speaking of that, I saw Danny Wang today in Mount Vernon. The other counterpart to that song.
I bet he was.
Did you guys do it the one-nighter?
Yeah, man.
Man, how did you, fight that pussy off?
Oh, my God.
Seriously.
This
making
is
him
gonna
blush.
be explicit.
You're making him blush, bud.
Yeah, dude.
I just thought that was cholesterol. That's like, what do you say? That's the rat calling a possum long-nosed motherfucker.
I actually did have my cholesterol checked. They said it's a little high. And my liver enzymes.
Oh, I'm
you
sure I'm a train
surprised?
wreck.
Huh?
Are you surprised?
No, not at all. My doctor's like, hey, you might want to cut back on drinking.
A lot of Billy Rubin in your liver?
I was like, yeah. I don't know.
I mean, you haven't really cut back.
No, I've actually
since
drank
you-
more.
He's
Show
actually
him.
turned the corner and headed home.
Instead of 2 cases of beer this week, I bought 3. Well, this is 4.
Those doctors don't know much.
Did you? Not to get off that subject, but when I was going to, did you ever play at that one show over in what's that little town? Concord.
I did not play. I was there, but I didn't.
The night the cops showed up in the fight.
there's a big
I
old
played
fight.
that.
You played it too, didn't
You
you?
were
Yeah.
in what, Change?
No, both bands were supposed to play that night. The first cause played already.
Rather's Gathering played.
Yeah.
Rather's,
Sam,
yep.
Smitter, and Doug.
And what was the name of the other band from Evansville that came down? We were buddies with them. Exempt.
Okay.
They were a 3-piece, and they didn't have a singer, and they're killer. Actually, all the dudes usually, I think they all still work at Guitar Center.
I
Was
thought
that the one David Ford was in?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the dude with the long and dreads.
Yes, dude. He came down.
fuck.
He came down to the Punk House one time. We played down at the Punk House in the basement, which is one of the best shows I've ever played.
Yeah.
Because it was me and your is Chris Stroll your cousin?
Bailey's cousin.
Bailey's cousin. That's right.
Yeah.
We had a band called Final Reckoning. Just me, Scoob, Matt Jones, his brother Luke, and Chris. And we played down there for Halloween, and we did a bunch of Misfits covers, man, like Skulls and Halloween and Brain Eaters. And Exempt shows up. And, you know, the Chris Adams' basement is not the best stairs going down there. You know, it was a bitch to get Scoob's little 410 down the cab. He brings this massive 810 cab, can't get it through the door. He's cussing. He's like, well, how am I supposed to play without this? Scoob's like, hey, buddy, you can just use mine, man. He's like, I ain't playing through that. He goes, oh, dude, just use your head, dude. It's just a cab. No problem, man. You ain't going to get that down them steps, dude. Guaranteed. You know? And dude, it was insane that night. People were dressed up, and there's blood everywhere. It's a punk house. There's
That's
puke.
good old times. Nobody does shit like that anymore. It doesn't seem
No.
like.
Oh, no.
I remember playing at the Farm Bureau back in the day.
Yes,
yeah.
that's what.
Yeah, they played down there. I didn't. I was there for that one too, but I didn't play either.
Yeah,
I played with Rather's Gathering and 13 Fall down
Were
there.
you there?
Chain driven, yeah. I played 4 or 5 times at the
You had
Farm
long
Bureau.
hair though, didn't you?
I used to be somebody, Josh.
He had hair.
I was not a shot either. I was just.
Man, I had hair down the middle of my back in high school.
What
Yeah.
was it? What
Now I'm follically challenged.
was there? Only one show that was over at the Farm Bureau?
that I know of. I don't know.
I've played
Holy
at least 3 or 4 there.
yeah, I've only been to the one.
I think that's when I met Doug. One of the first times I met Doug for the first time. It
You
has to be
say
around.
duck?
Doug.
Oh, you sound
You,
stupid when you say
you need to put your headphones on. You can hear better. You
that. Sorry about
fucking-
that. Sorry.
Hey Matt, real quick, you should next time you go to Guitar Center, look for the guy that's bald. And
Yeah, he's the manager.
You won't want to leave
Why?
because he sounds just like Scoob
Identical to him.
talking.
Dude, you remember that night we were at the Elks and we seen a dude that just looked.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it freaked me the fuck out.
For the
Yeah.
people that don't listen, why don't you tell a little bit about Scoob?
Oh, I mean,
You
Ain't
guys
enough time for that.
Yeah, we can do a whole podcast on that dude.
Yeah, I mean, when you
he's
guys
one of a
played,
One of a
Oh,
kind
man, just-
human being.
yeah, just fucking still kind of hurts a little bit, I guess. He just, I don't know. We kind of grew up together, kind of helped raise each other back in the day. Remember the dude from we were 10 or 11 years old would like literally walk around town with an electric bass. You know, I mean, the only person hearing it's him. He's feeling it. But he did that. He never stopped practicing. Unlike me, I don't practice hardly anymore. But
Same.
he, I don't know, man. He's just a good fucking dude. He would have done anything for anybody. And it's really a fucking shame.
He was equally as good a musician as he was a person.
Yeah, he's
Sure.
the best musician I've ever played
Oh, yeah,
with.
hands down. That dude. So the time I met Scoob, I was in Walmart trying to buy my wife a birthday card or some shit, and here comes this dude up the aisle, just walks right up to me, goes, "Are you Josh Cronin?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're in a band?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Heard you need a bass player." I was like, "Yeah, I do." I was like, "Who are you?" And
he
said,
found you at Walmart
Scoop.
or saw you.
And I was like, I thought for like the first 2 times I saw him, I called him Scoop. I
Yeah,
had no
yeah,
idea
yeah.
what the fuck what he said because he talks real, soft spoken and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, yeah, man, we have a show actually this weekend. This was like, I don't know, like middle of the week. He's like, I'll be there. That dude showed up and played for 3.5 hours and didn't miss a fucking note.
Never practiced.
And never
with
even
us.
practiced with us.
Yeah.
I met him as he was carrying his equipment
texted
on
some
stage. I was
songs
like,
to him.
That is nuts.
Oh, he's fucking. He was a magician.
He just feels it.
Yeah.
He plays about. He's had one of the best ears I've ever played
Oh
with.
well, I would say things like, "This is play a C here." I don't know. Like, just tell me where it's at.
Are you serious?
Oh, dude,
Yeah, dead serious.
very, very limited knowledge of technical stuff. Best player I've ever played with in my life. And you wouldn't. You didn't have to tell him. You could play it, and he would just start playing it.
Yeah.
When we lived together, I would just put on my iTunes and let it play, and it didn't matter what it was, rap, country. Within seconds, he's already playing with the song. It was amazing.
He's
That is phenomenal. That is pretty crazy.
And seriously, one of the best human beings, personality wise. I mean, you can't beat him. And so I met him that day, and I've seen Matt Loon around, just in the music scene, but through him, I've gained so many friends from Hamilton County, like the Simpson brothers, Matt. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
bunch of people that
We've had
just from Scoob.
But yeah, I went to some pretty good parties at DR's old
Yeah.
house.
Oh yeah, Oak Street.
No Skank Tank,
You
Oak
guys,
Street Saloon, man.
you guys do pump out a bunch of talent out in Hamilton, man.
Well, it's either meth or guitars, bud. Pick. None of us like driving fucking big trucks or listening,
Yeah.
And you can't play with your teeth if you're on meth.
You know, the funny thing is like all of us that, like me, Scoob, Joe, Steve, all of us cats that always were around each other, none of us had dads around at all. And and our parents were either gone or working or doing something or never home. So like we would have the house to ourselves. And if it wouldn't have been for Joe, I will put it on Joe and Steve. Like Joe, Steve's uncle, I can't remember his name now. I went and seen him one time down in Paducah. We were like 11. And he was one of the nastiest guitar players I ever met. But he just was so reclusive. He used to play out back in the day, wouldn't talk to hardly anybody. He would just sit there and jam on this old Vox amp and this old shit guitar, man, and just tear it up. Well, Joe's the one that taught Scoob how to play bass. And then Joe taught me how to play guitar. And Joe and Steve would play together all the time. Well, sooner or later, we moved all the furniture out of the living room because his mom was staying out in Macedonia. Nobody was around. Uh-huh. We end up tearing up her TV because Joe put his bass amp in front of it and the magnet sucked the color out of it. I mean, we just – I got home videos. My ex-brother-in-law's giving me a VCR, and I've got home videos of us back then. I'm probably going to put them on a DVD and maybe get them online sometime because there's, like, pictures of us, like, when we're, like, 15, bottles of vodka and Kool-Aid just hanging around. And my brother's like, Candy camera. And he opens the door. It's a cop, and it was a Craddock. And he goes, you guys, Mike's like, nope, slams the door in his face. And he opens it back up. So what do you want? Nope, slams it again, you know. And they never came in, you know, never did nothing. But we would do that every day. So, like, we would go to school. We'd always walk. And eventually I had my own car, and I used to pick them up. But me, Scoob, Steve, and Joe would drive to school, and we would, as soon as we got off, we'd go work or whatever, and we'd come straight to Joe's house. And then we would just jam all night. It was terrible, you know. And then we end up getting Chris Stroll in and Matt Jones and starting a band. Then me, Scoob, and Travis and Steve kind of kicked off and did the First Cause. And then you guys
wrote some really killer songs too. First Cause.
Yeah. We would have. Man, we honestly could have been a million times better if we just like actually structured our shit. Right. Because that was the biggest thing with us. Is like we would just. Travis was always like, "Hey, let's just be a jam band." You know, and it was a free for all 90% of the time. We would either have a killer show or it'd be extremely terrible. You know, because
I've found whenever you play like that, it's usually the most fun for the musicians, and everybody else fucking hates it.
Yeah. Well, I used to call Travis Eddie Van Laken because he just tears into it. I'm proud of that guy though, man. He's been 2.5 years sober.
Well, good deal.
What year did you guys start playing together?
11 or 10, 2010.
You taught DR, right?
Oh, you mean as a band or?
Yeah. Well, you guys did the acoustic thing for a minute, right?
Yeah, for a little bit, but I taught him how to play. Kind of showed him some shit, and he just stopped.
You taught him how to play?
Yeah.
How old were you there, DR?
You're younger than him, so.
Yeah, so
he got his first guitar in 98, and then I ended up getting my first guitar when I graduated 8th grade in 2000. So.
What kind was it?
An Ibanez GRX 20.
Heck yeah, my first guitar was Ibanez.
Mine was a PV Raptor starter pack. Fender rip-off PV Raptor with an 8-inch combo amp.
And we both still have them.
I still got my PV, man. That was my first one, that Razor.
Oh, yeah.
That blue one I've posted a few times.
I won't let mine go.
I did. I sold it or traded it and then got it back.
I actually can't. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I banged on that thing. I wore the frets out on the end
Damn
of that.
thing's so unique looking.
Yeah, it's just, it ain't worth shit. It's like $280, man.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's just, I don't know. You can't hardly find them.
Yeah.
But
I'll tell you one thing I've noticed, dude, is we've literally have same revolving cast of musicians in our band. Steve Simpson has been in our band.
Yep, Joe.
Joe's been in our band.
Scoob.
Scoob's been in the band. Who else?
I think that's it, man. I don't know.
I wouldn't let Pez in.
Well, I mean, you don't want somebody that looks like John Goodman and Drew Carey's baby up there.
Oh, yeah.
God, that's a fucking little on the nose.
Yeah, God dang.
When you have to look at his ass so many times.
Oh, I don't want to steal all the glory from Cronin over here. No, you are a good guitar player, man. I'm finally going down the fretboard and enjoying it.
Honestly, I am really good at fooling people. Is what I do.
Oh, I said it
I don't
all
know
the
what
time.
the fuck I'm
Matt,
doing.
should we leave the room?
They
You
might-
too, Dr. I mean,
Is there a
you're
hole
you're
underneath the desk?
Yeah, where's Jabus at? He's probably under the under the table right here. Jabo under here.
J-Bo.
Banging, you hear that?
No, it's funny you say that,
Banging his
Cronin,
head.
because my son's learning to play. And
Yeah.
he's kind of fallen off a little bit, but when he was asking a lot of questions, like he's like, "How do you do those solos and stuff, Dad?" I was like, "Well, I'm not real good at them, but what I do know, I know a lot of tricks."
Yeah.
And once you figure out what key the song is in, it really doesn't matter after that.
No.
And if you're gonna play a solo that everybody knows, like you just got to pick songs that nobody really knows the solos to.
There's a handful that I know, note for note, that you kind of you have to. But for the most part, I'll do a minor pentatonic scale in whatever key I'm in and let it ride. But that really, you can paint yourself to a corner real fucking quick doing that. But I've been trying to pick up a little bit of theory, but man, my mind is fucking shut off.
It's too much, man. It blows me away.
Yeah.
But
There's some guys like Jason Smith, playing with Jason, Scott Kittinger. Those guys are fucking so smart when it comes to music. Like, not only are they good,
they're killers.
They're very smart. And they know a lot of theory. And I was in a band with them for just a short period of time. We only played one fucking show. But,
what was it?
Between Thieves.
I remember hearing something like that.
I think it was New Year's or Halloween or some shit. New Year's. But just being in that band for a little bit, I learned more in probably 3 or 4 months than I did my whole entire career playing.
That's what happened to me. Like it was a game changer when I started playing with Unk, because Unk's been playing for decades, man.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you listened to the last podcast.
I think he's about 10 years younger than Ben Young, our bass player.
Lou is 53.
Yeah, 10 years. His name is so ironic.
Yeah.
It's like oxymoron.
He looks young too, though. He don't look that old.
No, he's 70. What? 3?
Yeah.
No, we fuck with him all the time. He's the oldest one.
Yeah,
I don't know. How old is he? 50 maybe? 40?
43.
Is he only 43?
Ben is?
Damn, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Unk, man, he would at practice he would just push me a little bit harder than anybody ever has. And like when we did that little Bottomland demo, he would, every time I would do a lead, which the lead still sucks. He's like, yeah, let's not go there. He would go, do it again. And we recorded that demo in 5 hours.
Really?
So, yeah. So
He pushed your ass.
yeah, he's like, do it again. I was like, dude, I'm fucking tired.
And see, that's
I'm
the thing.
drunk, you know? Come on, man. But he would just keep on me. He's like, dude, I know you can play better. I've seen you play better in practice. You're being on the spot with everybody watching without the rest of the guys playing. And, you know, I'm the only one with headphones on hearing the music. So to them, they can hear every fuck up I do.
Right.
But when I messed up, I didn't really mess up. I borrowed a friend's Gibson Les Paul, and I should have stuck with my own axe because I just felt more comfortable with what I play.
Any beers over there? Bartender?
Yeah, I don't think it is what it used to be, man. I don't think these kids are the video game thing just changed everything.
I find it's either all or nothing. You have kids that are kind of joke about it, and then some are if you go to Guitar Center, there's kids over there just cutting heads.
Fucking look at Dylan Heron, man.
Oh,
21 years old.
Yeah,
he's a killer.
He's a prodigy. He worked at it. He worked his ass off for it.
Good. Yeah. But you know, like with my kid, the thing I find out the most is the fucking watching people play other video games.
Do you have
They're not even playing video games.
Do you have a beep?
But they're playing.
button?
They're watching people play video games. They don't even want to play.
Sure
them no
wish
more.
you did, because he just keeps cussing the whole dang time. That's all he does. F this, F that.
Who? Me?
Yeah, you. That's all you do. F this, F that. You sound like an idiot.
It's a sign of intelligence. Did you not read fucking Facebook?
I didn't
dude?
know that the FCC rules applied to podcasts there, Pez.
You bust my nuts.
Just sweating out yesterday's sins, brother.
That's right.
So you guys want to know where that came from? That quote right there?
I've heard this story and I can't remember what it was, but I want to hear it now.
So you know you haul fuel, but you've seen nap trucks running around, right? There's this cat named Randy, and this dude's always
Frig off, Randy.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And it's the same thing every time I see this cat, and he's an older cat, always wears bibs. Same thing every time. He's just sweating, even in the wintertime. I'm like, "What's up, Randy? How you doing?" "Oh, I'm just sweating out yesterday's sins, brother. I just got to get it out." It's hilarious.
So, what have you guys been doing since COVID? Anything new? You guys been like?
Music wise?
No, well, not. I mean, this ain't all about music, but
I did just buy a new interface and getting set up to start recording some stuff.
Did you really? I'm working on my studio too, bud. I'm trying to do something. It costs a lot of money.
It sure does.
What kind of
That's why I
interface
let
you
him
buy?
buy that shit.
You don't know. Yeah, you buy it.
Scar.
The Scarlet? Was it Scarlet?
Scarlet, I guess, or Scarlet.
Sure.
Well, Josh will end up having it,
8.1
playing it all
cents.
the whole time.
I'll be the one running it. Not really.
Yeah.
That shit's over my head.
It is
I
me
got
too.
No
I'm-
patience for it.
It takes a lot of work, man. There's certain people that have the touch. I am not one of those.
Yeah, have you checked out Jason Smith's studio?
Huh.
Dude, it's pretty sick.
I thought you've recorded, yeah.
I recorded a bunch. So. I've recorded a couple songs.
Yeah, we've been
Actually
there.
recorded a fucking mandolin solo for a guy named Dylan Mitchell,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Dylan.
and he's a really good songwriter. But I went in there, didn't know how to fucking play mandolin at all. Jason emails me a song. He's like, "You got a mandolin, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I got a mandolin. I don't know if I can play it."
I don't know.
He's like, "Well, here's this song. See if you can just sound something out, you know." So I laid down this track down there on a fucking mandolin solo. Sounds okay, mediocre. It's real basic, but I'm butterfly picking and all that shit. Lay it down. He releases his album, cuts the fucking mandolin solo out.
Well, he went
I
down
don't blame
to,
you, Dylan.
he went down to Nashville, man.
He's a really good songwriter, man. Really good.
I
Does some
know-
good stuff.
I've known his dad, Glendale, and his mom for a long time.
Yeah,
They're all from McLeansboro.
he's really good, man.
Beers are getting drank.
Yeah. Lucas
Oh yeah, with Luke.
Lucas
Yeah.
Wayne.
I'd say, man, Luke's a fucking songwriter too. He's a really good
He
songwriter.
is.
He's ugly as fuck, but he's a good
Yeah,
songwriter.
he is. But he is.
Can we get him drunk, hold him down, and cut his beard off?
I'm gonna kiss him right on the mouth.
Yeah, he is. He is pretty. See, that's one thing I can't do, man. I can't.
No,
Can
I
you-
wouldn't expect you
can
to be
you-
able to.
Now, Paz, don't be using those bad words. Your mom might get mad at you. and cut
Can,
off your allowance.
can you write?
Everything is like, what rhymes with time
How many
of your
songs have
life?
you wrote in your
What
own?
rhymes with
I think
time
he
of
needs to
your
sing.
life?
I think he needs to sing Northside Honey's on here.
Oh, yeah. That's actually a pretty funny song.
I love that song,
How
man.
many
I always hollered at you when you play out.
How many songs have you wrote? Honestly,
I've wrote a bunch of shitty ones.
have you?
I'd
Best
say
one he's ever
10,
wrote was
15.
about me.
Really? What is it called?
It's called
Redheaded
This guy
Cousin?
can't keep his shit together. That's what
The
it's
ginger
called.
runs red.
Yeah. Soulless.
No.
No, I did write. He was a lot of inspiration when he was single. He was always fucking out. I live vicariously through him. And
Is that how Bad
songs.
Girlfriend came out? Did you guys sell the rights to that to them?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Me and Mary Jane. You
Change
guys,
the name.
You guys do love that band.
He loves that band.
Golly, you love that band, don't you?
What? Not much anymore.
Yeah, Black. I couldn't get into them.
Well, you can't play it.
I did actually learn Soul Creek a while back.
They have good riffs, man.
Yeah.
I'll say this: as a band, they're awesome. Their
Musically,
lyrics
yeah.
are fucking garbage.
Dude, I seen him at the Benton Civic Center.
Really?
And, I mean, it was the most oddest place to see him.
He's seen them like fucking 10 times.
I've only seen him that
Talking about
once.
Blackstone Cherry. by
Yeah,
the way.
yeah.
13.
Yeah, we was sneaking in McDonald's
13?
cups full of beer,
Wow.
and they were.
I can bear. You're cut.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
It's all good, man.
But their drummer's killer, man. He just
dog.
Yeah.
he threw down.
So the drummer for Blackstone Cherry, his dad is the lead singer for Kentucky Headhunters, right?
I did not
Is
know
that
that.
correct?
Yeah.
Did not know
Yeah.
that.
So we went and saw him.
No. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, his uncle's the drummer.
Yeah. So we went and saw him in Glasgow, Kentucky, is that what it's called? Their hometown. And my drunk ass is wandering around the lobby, and I fucking stumble in to the lead singer of Kentucky Headhunters, and I'm the only person in the building besides his fucking relatives that knows who he is. So I'm like, oh, man, gotta get this picture with the lead singer of Kentucky Headhunters nobody's gonna give a fuck about. And it took so long to get somebody to take our picture, and we get it, and I don't even look at it, and I get home, and it's solid fucking black. You couldn't see anything.
He kept saying, I need this picture for my dad. My dad would like this picture.
I said that. God damn. That's where I was at in life, guys. I don't even remember it.
Oh, shit.
What's your favorite concert
Ooh, that's a good
that
question.
you've ever seen?
Man,
Because I haven't been to very many, unfortunately.
I'm going to say you have been to a Blink-182 concert.
Shut your face, man.
Have you?
Yes. That was my first concert.
All right,
but
hold up,
you
hold
knew who
up.
I
Let me-
was in high school.
Let me see.
I was the Puma.
You
wearing-
have seen Rascal Flatts.
No, screw you. I've never seen Rascal Flatts.
Sugarland.
Dude, I don't listen to country much.
Have you seen? Let's see.
It's got to be, you
You have been to the Warped Tour.
No.
Damn.
I never made it to that
Alright, never
stuff.
mind.
I haven't been to a bunch of concerts, but I did see like Bad Religion, Blink-182, and Phoenix TX back in like.
What was Bad Religion doing there?
That's some kind of wonder.
They were.
Damn, that's a real band.
Yeah. I mean, this was me, Ben Arnold, and Eric Belford went back in the day. Man. This was my first concert.
Pez, take a stab at how many bands I've seen.
Oh God, I can't even imagine.
I'm gonna say
man.
200.
You've been. I'm gonna say 100.
192.
Oh my gosh, you counted?
Yeah, I got them all
He
written
counts
down.
every time he sees me play acoustic. Though.
Fucking right.
That's a lot of shows, man.
That's 180 of them.
I'd say Leonard Skinner puts on a good show.
That was my very first concert ever. I was in
saw
8th
them.
grade.
Free tickets.
What was your first show?
First? Oh,
Be
man.
honest.
Oh, it was I was 17. It was Van Halen with Sammy Hagar.
Of course.
But
course it would
no,
be
seriously,
epic.
a buddy of mine's mom had cancer, and we weren't allowed. We used to hang out and jam there all the time, and his mom it was the second time she had breast cancer, and she was trying everything to kind of, and it was just wasn't going good. So they never let us come around there at the end. She was in bad shape, and then my buddy calls me. He's like, "Hey, dude, you need to come to the house." I was like, "Oh, okay, man. Yeah." It's been forever, almost a year. We hung out at school and shit and partied and stuff, and we went in there, and his mom slides the keys to her Cadillac and gives us me, him, and Derek Johnson tickets to Van Halen. And I'm seriously we're pretty damn close. And man, I got so stoned. It was great.
So where was it at?
It was at Scott Trade.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's cool.
It was
First
cool, man.
concert was at Scott Trade.
Yep.
Is that when we saw
That's where
Corn?
mine was.
Corn and
I was
Bud.
always
Corn and Puddle of Mud.
Oh,
seriously
God.
though, man. We was
awesome,
always
dude.
so broke.
I cried.
I just couldn't afford tickets. That's the way it
the
was.
hugest
I mean, we played shows.
Corn fan.
But, I mean, we're playing like biker bars and dives and ex strip clubs. I mean, but that was seeing one of my heroes up that close, and I was on the same side of the stage as Eddie was. And even though it was with Hagar, and I like them both, everybody tries to pick a side. I'm kind of like that with. I'm not gonna talk politics, but I'm kind of in the middle. I don't fucking pick a side. You don't like Van Hagar, Skyler?
So DR's first concert he was talking about, we went and saw Corn and Puddle of Mud at Scott Trade. It was like 03,
02.
And I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit shit. He said he cried when Corn came. We were fucking the biggest Corn fans.
Oh man, back in high school.
Oh, shit. Middle school.
Fucking shoots and
Oh,
ladders.
dude. Middle school. It was like we saw the fucking Beatles when Corn came out. He said he cried. I seriously almost fainted. Got my dick out, twirled it. It was an experience. Seriously, it was pretty cool.
Not gonna let the kids listen to this one.
No, this is going in the vault.
The best show I ever seen was a toss up between 9 Inch Nails and Tool was pretty damn spectacular. But 9 Inch Nails was amazing. Amazing.
You know,
We saw Tool twice,
God, you guys are
and
so
once
lucky.
Primus opened up for him.
See, that's
that was
cool.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
You were there. I don't know. Were you?
He was in
Where with us,
Nashville.
were you?
We was in St. Louis.
Oh, we were in St. Louis.
I tell you what, when I went and seen Van Halen, one of the best performances I seen, and I'm not real big on them. I like some of their stuff. I don't really like much of it now, but Shinedown opened up, and it was right after 45 came out, and they tore it up.
I said that last
Tore it up.
podcast. There's one band, and that's Shinedown, that play it like it was on the album. Period. Vocally, everything.
You have to when you're lip singing.
Yeah.
What song are you talking about? You talking about Simple Man?
No, I'm not talking about.
Oh,
They
here
wrote
we
that
are.
song, right?
Back to square one. Fucking Simple Man.
I'm
They write
serious.
that song?
Oh, when you're talking about when they're playing their own stuff, they play it spot on.
His vocals are insane.
He's
Dude's
a good
got-
singer. I'm not a big fan of him, but he's a good singer.
Well,
I really like
who are you? You're a very technical. You criticize a lot,
I
Cronin.
do. That's
you
what
like
happens
who you
when
like.
you have great taste.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't go around eating fucking White Castle all the time.
What do you?
If you didn't know, Josh is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
You are in this town. You are the man.
He runs it.
I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't pay for shit. I just walk into stores and walk the fuck out.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, nobody stopped me yet.
You got 13 outstanding
When that start?
warrants.
When
Yeah, I might be fucking in jail.
so who came up with the name 6 to Midnight?
I did.
Because of the
I had a midlife crisis, and I joined night classes at SIC, and I was sitting there bored, and me and him had just started playing acoustic, and we didn't have a name or anything. And me and DR worked in the coal mine together up in Indiana, and we had a long commute every day. So this stupid fucker had a DVD player in where his radio was. So we just watched DVDs going up and down the road. So we watched, what's it called? Forgetting Sarah Marshall? Yeah. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Anyways, Jonah Hill, fanboys on Russell Brand.
yeah.
And his dick gets hard watching him play. And he just says, "Oh, I just went from 6 to midnight," meaning he flipped his boner up into his waistband so nobody could see it. So that is what 6 to midnight means.
So
Yeah, my grandma was
your grandma asked.
holy roller.
what?
I didn't tell her what it meant, did I? No,
I
but
hope
she's
not.
always like, "Oh, 6 to midnight's a neat name." Yeah. You sure is grandma?
I tell you what, it's real. Pez put a lot of thought in his name too.
I didn't make my name up, dude. That was all Luke Nelson. I said it before. He came up with it. I'm
Whenever
like,
you're playing other people's songs at bars,
Yeah,
you don't have to have a real fucking groundbreaking name. Just something catchy. It's not like ours is super cool.
Yeah, look up 6 to Midnight on Facebook.
Yeah, there's
There's a
12
million
of
of
them. There's 12 of them right off the bat.
Well, it's a common slang. People,
Yeah.
I've heard it before in movies and shit. And
Yeah.
Someone told me to buy the rights to our name. I think it was my
no,
cousin.
you just put in a.
Yeah.
Nobody
tell
else
that guy
will
to
want it.
Fuck off. Because he's dumb too.
Well, I mean, Pez
I'm joking.
I mean-
this guy is.
might have a problem.
Yeah, Pez Dispensers is going to fucking sue you immediately.
That's what I'm thinking.
Try it.
I'm gonna take your fucking
Try it
glasses.
out.
Pez, who's the most famous person you ever met?
Like shook their hand.
Shook hands.
God, dude, I haven't met anybody really.
I know mine. But
I probably met a few people, but didn't know. But
I don't wanna
Josh
talk
knows
about
where I'm
mine.
going with this.
I don't want to talk about mine.
come on, Cronin. Who have you met, dude?
Dude, he's not even famous to anybody but basically me and him and my wife, probably. So there's a band called Hurt. You ever heard of Hurt?
yeah.
So back about 15 years ago, I used to be about half the size. Well, when I met this guy, I was about the size I am now. And I told the lead singer of that band, and back then I did look identical to him. Like my
Well,
mom
this
was-
band put out a YouTube video of them playing acoustic, just him and the guitar player.
Yeah.
And it did look like Josh. Like I sent it to him, like, dude, you look like this guy.
So I meet the motherfucker like he's a hero of mine. Like I
Just
love
a few
his
years
music.
ago.
I love his music, and we went and saw him play acoustic over in Louisville, and like just like a meet and greet, not even a meet and greet, he's just hanging out smoking cigarettes out back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, we look a lot alike. Is what I
Well, he
fucking said.
People say I look
people
like
say I
you."
look like you, and I got like 150 pounds on him by this point. And he
And a
looks at me-
huge beard down.
Yeah, and he looks at me like,
goes,
like I was about to fucking stab him.
How hammered were you?
Not really that not drunk enough
You were
to
just
do that dumb shit.
sitting there going, hey.
Just starstruck and like just
People
act
tell
like
me
a fucking
I look like you.
yeah.
Who have you met, DR?
What's funny is, let's see, 5 years prior to that, we were in Carbondale at a Puddle and Mud show, and we were at this bar, and there's a guy sitting up at the bar, had a beanie pulled down over his ears, like sitting there just drinking his drink. I said, I'm pretty sure it's Wes Gatlin, the lead singer. No, it ain't. So I walk over, and I'm getting a drink, and I'm looking over. I'm like, this is fucking Wes.
Yeah.
And so he kind of turned, and I said, hey, what's going on, you know? And he started talking to us, and I guess Felicia and them got pictures with him and stuff. And as he's walking away, I said, so where's the party at? And he made fun of me for 5 years until that happened. And I ain't heard nothing about it since.
I met
can't say shit.
I met Corey Smith.
Oh yeah,
And he ain't really. I partied with him one night.
yeah. He's good. He's
He-
a good musician.
very-
Down in Carbondale.
Yeah, Evansville.
Evansville.
Very nice dude. He was just sitting there in the in Fast Eddie's, drinking beer with the sunglasses on. Remember Fast Eddie's? I
Oh,
had a
fuck
lot of
yeah.
dude. Thong Thursday.
I was married the whole time I went. We went to Blackstone Cherry there.
Fast Eddie's, yeah.
They were at Fast Eddie's?
Dude.
Wow.
I met all those guys several times, talked to them.
Golly. DR, you're just-
Fast Eddie's was a fucking cesspool.
I only been there once. We used to go to Hammerheads. And
Yeah.
for some reason,
We
the
went
girls.
to
there
Hammerheads
once.
on 80s night.
Yeah, that's when we always went. And then the girls would always talk us into going to the gay bar.
Oh, someplace else?
Yeah. I don't know what it was. There was a dude in there that looked like the guy I used to run with at Huck's, Holland Grocery, looked just like him. You see two mustaches going at it, bud. It's just a different ball game.
I'll
It
tell
don't
you,
bother me. I don't
Really
care.
is, yeah.
Oh, I'm into it.
I went to it. I
I seen Chris Burgess get pushed down the steps there one time. I gotta go there. Though.
I got
I saw
asked.
Chris Burgess get kicked in the face.
He's a good dude.
I'm
man.
pretty sure he stole DR's guitar.
Yeah, he did.
About matter of fact that he did. Chris Burgess, if you're listening, we'd like to have that guitar back.
Anyway, no name shaming. Let's not. First time I went to. One time I went to. I was like 20 years old, and I was in Pensacola. I went with my buddy to a bar. He said, "I know a place where you can get a drink." So I went to this bar, and I'm sitting there. And a guy walks up to me. He says, "How are you?" I said, "Good, man, good." And I go,
Is that your normal voice? Or are you trying to
He's trying to add some depth to it,
add a little bit of
a little bass.
flamboyant?
He's reaching down.
Get him, hey Josh.
It's like I know you ain't gonna drinking, man.
Hey, you get him going. He go, Bubby. I told you. You don't say that.
"So this guy,
Sorry, Pez, I love you.
this guy sits next."
Compliments of Tim Hall.
This guy sits next to me. He says, "How are you?" I said, "I'm good, man. How you doing?" He said, "All right." I look over to my buddy. I said, "Dude," I said, "Am I getting hit on right now?" He said, "I don't know." So I'm like, "Man, I gotta go use the restroom." So I go to the restroom and I go pee.
Unisex, right?
Rest is history.
And there's a
It wasn't P that came.
bartender was in the restroom. I didn't see him, and he was shirtless. And I'm taking a pee, and they're all like, "Oh." And then I walk out and open the door, and there's this guy that's standing right there, and he goes, "Excuse me," and he does his hand like that, and I'm like, "Oh, excuse me." I looked at my buddy, and I'm like, "Are we at a freaking gay bar, dude?"
It took you that fucking long to ask that question.
It took me a minute, and not only
As
that,
he's wiping the fucking salt out of his lips.
He didn't want to
Soap
ask.
dispenser was weird.
He didn't want to ask at first in case they had to leave.
In case he wanted seconds.
well, in here, like I'm just sitting there. Okay, I'm realizing I'm 20 years old. I'm at a gay bar. I'm like, okay, this is strange. And then all of a sudden, this gorgeous girl walks up to my buddy. He says, "Hey, I saw." She goes, "Hey, I saw you at the bank." He's like, "Yeah."
Sperm bank.
And I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome." So she's like, "Oh, what are you up to tonight?" They chit chat, and she walks away. I go, "Dude, she is like, I go, "Why don't you?" He goes, "No," and he did this thing like this. I said, "What?" Yeah,
She got a third member, bud.
she got a third member. I had no idea, and I thought she was pretty.
She was a trio.
Yeah, but that's the only time.
So how many times did you fuck that girl?
He just said he's attracted to a dude.
I didn't know. No.
That was second famous.
Yes. Hell yes, it is.
So my little sister is a lesbian, and she came out when she was 17, so I was probably 20, 21. I was 21, and she's like, "Man, I really want you and Mike and the fellas to, just support me." And I was like, "I don't care you're gay, just don't be a bitch."
100%.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me. Mom didn't care. None of us gave a shit. She's like, they had this place in Carbondale called Upside Downtown, and she's like, "I know you guys go to Carbondale a lot," because that's back when we were playing shows in Carbondale all the time. She's like, "Will you guys just come up? I got some friends that are doing some drag shit," and I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. Then I'm pretty confident what's going on. So we go in there, and
Dude, if I was gay, I'd be surprised.
yeah. Me too. That's kind of caught me off guard with your tactics there, bud. We all walk in this place, and I'd never been in one before. Well, not that time. Anyway, I went in there, and it's just boas and shit, and the dudes are dancing dressed like girls, and I'm kind of a little weirded out, but it's okay. And my brother, Mike's just he just grabs a boa, throws it around his neck, and was sitting at the bar slamming drinks, no care in the world. And I go use the bathroom, and it's a unisex. And that's the only thing that kind of freaked me out, because I thought I was in the wrong bathroom. I kept walking out, walking back in, walking out, walking back in. I was like, "Where's the dude's bathroom, honey? You're in the dude. This everybody goes here." I was like, "Okay, cool." And there's girls in there going doing their stuff and whatever. So I do my stuff, come out. Me and Steve's up at the bar, and I had some dude just come by and just give me a nice little love pat on the butt.
Oh no!
I'm just kind of like, well, I don't know about this now. I'm kind of freaking out. So me and Steve back then, when we were playing out all the time, we would always play pool before every gig. Anywhere we can find a pool table, we'd play pool. So he's like, "Hey, just go shoot some pool." So we go to this pool table, we're shooting pool, and these two dudes flaming the whole time walk up, "Hey, can we play with you fellers?" I was like, "You got some money? Throw some dough on this." And Steve's like, "I'm gonna run this table on them. Let's fucking do this shit." And we get down there, and like,
We're gonna run a train.
I swear to God, the dude grabs the pool stick. He goes, "Do I shoot it like this or like this?" And me and Steve shot standing up the whole time. Steve's shooting pool balls, and Steve's excellent pool. He's shooting balls off the fucking table. They're like, "What's wrong?"
It's completely vertical.
Yeah, he's just like this. I like Steve in this game. In this game, we finally beat him, man, but we barely beat him. But Steve's like, "I don't want to bend over in front." I was like, "Dude, I'll stand behind you when you shoot. And you stand behind me," because they were like walking behind us and like grazing our arms and shit as we're shooting, like fucking throwing us off. They knew we were straight, and I think they were trying to take our money, but we ended up winning $20.
It's all good. I ain't got nothing.
Oh, dude, I've been married so long. I would welcome a fucking guy just put a little tap on the ass. Bring it on, dude. Bring it on.
I think that's the only one you can get away with once you're married.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to a drag show. I don't know, December. No, it was in November. It was right after my birthday. We went to Boca Lounge to a drag show. It was fun as fuck.
They can be fun,
They
man.
have a good time.
You should go watch Pez. Usually Wednesday nights.
I knew it was him right off the bat. I mean, he wasn't fooling anybody.
Mimi from the Drew Carey Show?
Yeah.
That's him.
Well, he was like the fucking Batman character. Half face was Mimi, half was Drew.
Maybe.
Had one ball tucked in.
God. I've never been, but I've always wanted to go.
I know
Seems
you
like
have.
a good time.
I know you have, buddy.
I don't. That stuff don't bother me. A lot of people are like homophobic and shit, but honestly,
no, that's
Well,
fucked
you're
up.
not homophobic when you're gay.
That's like freaking 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's just
stupid. Strange world we live in, though. I will say that. I feel like all these dang catastrophes and like I think the world's coming to an end soon, man. It's like something. It's something all the freaking time.
Hey, now this is Scholar's territory, man. He does conspiracy theories. We ain't stealing his stuff.
It's been like this since day one, so.
I know. I wish you had a mic because the alien stuff is. Yeah,
conspiracy wise, though, man.
It's crazy.
Believe it all.
Let's get AJ up here.
No, let's not.
You still listen to Joe Rogan?
I'm just all over the place on Rogan. Some of the shit does not interest me at all.
Yeah.
Some of
Yeah,
it's good. The Undertaker. Did you listen to Undertaker? That was
That was a good one.
pretty good.
I listen to Elon Musk,
I haven't listened to that yet.
but it's kind of like
I was listening to him the other day, and he was talking about Coulter Wall, which I really like that dude a lot. He was like, I was trying to get Coulter on, but he's down in Texas working at a ranch. 6 months out of the year, he works on a ranch, and his publicist said that you can't. He's unavailable at this time of year. He only plays in certain times of the year. The rest of the time he's a ranch hand.
That dude's good.
He's
really
dude.
good.
I really really like his shit.
Yeah. He sounds like a 60-year-old man in a 20-year-old body.
He's like Tom Waits with a better voice.
And a better songwriter.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. Tom Waits is a good songwriter.
Tom Waits is a jack of all trades.
Yeah. He's just a real shitty singer.
Are you shaking your leg, Cronin?
No. Why?
Because
He's
this
not
whole
pissing,
table's
bud.
shaking right
Jabez.
He's trying to teach
now. God dang it, Jabez. Calm it down right now.
Yeah, I have a restless
What's the deal with
legs.
you and Jabez? We're Chad Baxley. You guys are like,
Chad's gonna come whip your ass.
I don't care.
That's my bubby.
That is your bubby.
Yeah,
ain't
he's
it?
good. We're good friends, man. We
yeah.
do a lot of good stuff together, some fundraisers and stuff.
Yeah. Talk about that. I mean, what all have you guys done together?
He started out the Rockin' for Shane it's Bailey's cousin's. She was his widow, and then it was Javis's buddy, and he died in
Shane Ferris.
Shane Ferris, yeah, he died in a oil field accident. So he started a annual fundraiser. You guys played the first one, right? You
Yep.
guys played the first one. I think I
Played-
played acoustic at the first one.
We've
maybe.
played all of them but one.
Yeah, and I've played every single one in some facet, either with 6 to Midnight or acoustic. A couple times we did acoustic. But yeah, he's done that. He started that. So
That helps the welding.
no, any high school kids, it's scholarship for my high school kids.
Are we gonna have one next year, or what's the deal?
I don't think it's going to be called that.
Yeah,
This year.
he's got to change the name this year. We're gonna we'll do it for sure. Hopefully, I mean, COVID's got everything kind of fucked up, but
Of course.
so we did that, and then we did the St. Jude Rocking for Cure for St. Jude. I started that with because Bailey's cousin Daniel Sweeney had I can't remember the type of cancer he had, but he had cancer when he was 9 and went to St. Jude, and he was cured of it, and he's been in remission for a long time. He's good. He's a really good guy. One of
Super
my best
cool
friends.
dude. Super nice guy.
Yeah, and they give so much to St. Jude and do so much for fundraising for St. Jude. So we did that, and then anytime I can help out,
You
and
do.
DR, I mean, I'm the one that's always on Facebook doing shit, but people don't see like DR has all the equipment that I ever use. Basically, is DR's, and he sets it up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the real fucking work is setting it up, tearing
Yeah,
it down.
because you sure as hell don't show up to set it up.
Well, I am the talent.
You don't.
I can't do it all.
I've been there many times hauling that shit in there. His heavy ass speakers. Where's Josh
Yes,
at?
I do.
Oh, he'll be here later.
There is a lot of times I do miss it, but it was usually because I was working, like farming or something.
Yeah. He's always had, working or
Don't
kids.
don't cut
Yeah.
him no.
Now that I
damn
have
side.
my own kid, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I
He
understand
understands
now.
a little bit.
At
like-
first, you were like, "This is bullshit."
But I didn't care either because I really enjoy playing.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, the people don't see what's behind the scenes of that stuff. Is
No.
all the musicians putting in their actual time, practices, all that. DR sets up all that shit, and so that kind of brings me to we're gonna do a fundraiser for Scott Kittinger.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Becky Wheeler, I think, is kind of ramrodding that. And so we're going to play, you're going to play. And there's going to be There's going to be like
15.
30.
Who all we got on the lineup?
Dude,
on
there's
that?
so many people, so many great musicians too. Like
Sure.
Mark Doan, Sherry Stevens, I would assume Mark Rogers. The Long Hard Road Band, I'm pretty sure will play. In
Are they
some
gonna play?
facet. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure they probably will with Gene West and LD
Yeah,
Wolf,
I talked to
Tim
Gene.
Mitchell. So me and Tim Mitchell have been trying to get the music together for that. And Tim is one of the best human beings to walk the face of the earth. I don't know if you guys know Tim very
Yeah,
well.
Oh
good
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Absolute
Love him.
sweetheart of a man. Awesome dude. So we're trying to get everything lined up for that. And
I even think Steve, my father-in-law's playing.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Steve Mao, he's such a nice guy too.
Yeah.
good dude. But yeah, we got so many people lined up.
That's
for that.
awesome, man.
And,
And that's what it's all about.
yeah,
And I'm hoping that we all can set up that morning maybe.
yeah. And we appreciate you letting everybody use your PA and
Yeah,
all
man.
that shit, man.
Well, hopefully we can like have a good time out of it. Maybe grab some breakfast in the morning
Absolutely.
like we did
Oh,
for
that's
Rockin'
the
for
usual.
Shane.
I got to
Absolutely.
work that morning, so I won't be there till.
Well, I don't.
noon.
It's okay.
Yeah, he'll be calling me.
I'm sure Javis will be there.
How do you run the
That sun comes up, he'll be calling.
Yeah,
You got to work that morning though.
I do
Oh shit!
because I'm taking the next day off.
That's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a good time though.
Oh, it
And
is.
I
I'm gonna
think-
make the Lord very nervous.
You know, whatever COVID, whatever. I don't give a shit.
Well,
Scott
it's-
Kittinger
it's-
has helped
yeah,
Well, your
it's
wife's had it
kinda-
5 times, so
once, Dick.
It is. I understand
Yeah.
everybody's caution on COVID, but when people need help, they can't kind of pick and choose when they need help.
No.
And that dude has helped literally every time I've asked him for anything. Not even you ask him. Yep, I'm there.
He's played 2 fundraisers for me with
Oh,
me.
he's done so much, man.
dude,
So
that's
much.
that's one thing I try not to ever turn down.
Yeah.
is when somebody's going through a hard time, and I'm gonna play it anyway. You know, I'm either gonna do it in my garage or I can come play in front of people,
Right.
and that's why I play because I enjoy
If-
playing
Yeah.
For a crowd. I mean, at least, we don't get big crowds with Pez, but I mean, we try
God, man, I swear, we've done
good.
good.
I'll be,
Good
I'll
thing
be
is
hitting you up shortly.
you guys are playing with 6 to midnight, so you'll know what it's like. So.
You guys are following us, okay? Or no, not following us. We're
Either way, you're fucked.
How is it that you guys can just jump up and play the same damn songs and
because they play the same song since 1999.
Yeah, and that's what people like to hear.
Why is it? We've talked about this.
What's
I
that?
don't mean to bring it up right now, but why is it that you hate practicing, man? What if DR is like, hey, I got a list of songs. I don't mean to put you on the spot. I got a list of songs. Let's learn them. Let's have a good time. Why is it you should?
Well,
We've learned 5 new songs the last time we played.
Yeah, and
we played 3 before.
Every song we play at this benefit is probably going to be a new one. Maybe a couple that.
I'm putting you guys on the spot. I don't mean to.
No, you're fine.
I don't mean by that.
Here's what, and you'll hopefully you don't, but maybe you'll run into this. So you're playing other people's songs. It's not really that gratifying. You're doing it. You're basically backup music or a jukebox for people to dance.
Pretty much.
When we started the band, we felt like rock stars, all this shit. But now it's basically just a way to hang out with each other, get to play your guitar. We're not in it to try to win people over, wow people. And it loses its luster after a while, and you get families, jobs, all that. You can't get together and learn it. And you're kind of over it. It kind of starts becoming a job. But luckily, COVID's been the best thing for our band, I think, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Because we haven't played jack shit, and I was so burned out right before COVID that I was like, well, I'm done playing. I've talked to you about it.
Yeah.
I was
3 years in a row,
burned
we
out.
played 42 to 45 weekends.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You guys were killing it there for a long time.
It's just,
So
it doesn't matter how many fucking songs you learn. Honestly, if you looked up how many songs we know how to play from beginning we started the band, I guarantee it's over 250 songs.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
So we got in a wheelhouse of what people fucking dance to, what people don't dance to.
We
We
could
tried
learn-
playing shit that we like,
Yeah.
that other people
Find
don't
out what
fucking know,
works. Yeah.
because
it
we were
always
so
comes
burned
back
out.
to the same songs that people want to hear.
There's the
and it's
same
like,
30
Are
songs.
you kidding
that-
me?
Yeah. I know.
We play something like just nail it, something that's awesome, and people are just like, oh, cool.
We're
Yeah.
trying
Let's
to.
hear Bad Girlfriend.
Yeah.
You guys ever played any Tool?
Yeah, we used to play sober. I think it's the only Tool song we ever played wasn't it sober.
Yeah, we try to. I
Fist, I think.
Yeah.
try to put our heads together, man, and try to come up with something that nobody
We
plays.
got a bunch of new shit we're going to start playing.
Oh yeah.
The best part about it is when we're playing and you guys walk in because we know you appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what I mean?
that's the
Yeah.
thing. I went off on our first podcast because it's like my wife got on to me for saying fuck them, But at the same time, it's people that are not musicians they just want that steady beat they can shake to and dance to because they're just having a good time. But there's certain songs I will not do. I won't play Crazy Bitch. I won't play
Never learned
Mustang
Crazy
Sally.
Bitch,
There was
Mustang
2
Sally are
songs.
Both those songs are the top 2 for me.
Those are the first 2 songs when we started this. We will never ever do.
And I've never learned
Crazy
either one.
Bitch and what?
Mustang Sally.
Who's the dude that always Scott? Is it Scott?
Scott McDonald always play that Mustang Sally,
he
bud.
comes up
Gotta
hammered.
play that Mustang
Play
Sally.
Mustang Sally. Why won't you guys learn that song? I was like, I know it's 4 chords.
The trick
Scott.
to Scott McDonald's just as soon as you see him and you make eye contact, just flip him off. That's what I do.
I love Scott.
That's the way we became friends, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Like we'd see Scott and just fucking flip him off in the crowd. He's 7 foot tall. You just flip
He would
him
always
off.
walk in and say, "Squawk box. Let's hear that squawk box."
You guys want to take about a 10-minute?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Singers.
We'll be back. Welcome back to Rockin' Bubbies. We're here with Cronin and DR.
Hold up a second. I just realized something that I didn't realize in a while. You have a fucking soul patch going.
Dude,
Rockin' Bubbies.
You're like Chitler.
he looks it's like if they found Morgan Wallen 4 days after he fell into the fucking river.
He's fucking bloated.
He's a little bloated.
I don't know if you guys know, but I can't grow facial hair anymore. I used to have a Cronin beard.
Because your work.
You
You did not. You had no Cronin
Shit.
beard.
You know, how do you
Shit.
know?
You
I
had-
was at home with a Cronin beard.
Oh, he
Shit.
wasn't. I mean, his
I
looks
did.
like fucking Persian cat hair. And yours ain't even that close.
No, I did. I had a beard.
You did, huh? You got a picture of that?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna pull it up right now.
Pull it up, Skylar.
Facebook.
Pull it up, young Jamie.
No,
First podcast I did, probably 10 times. Like, pull it up, Skylar.
No,
Pull it up, Jamie.
I did, but Valero makes me shave my beard, man. It's stupid.
Yeah.
And they don't. My boss even was like, "Hey, you can't have that soul patch." I'm like, the respirator goes over this.
He's just looking out for your fucking well-being.
I wish you wouldn't.
You don't want to have that with that mullet.
Man, I need something.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe we should practice guitar.
You sound like
Right,
Joe.
I'm
You
real-
sound like Joe, man. Joe's like, hey, so you should probably just practice your guitar.
Oh my god!
I'm real
Whatever.
surprised there's not a guitar in here
Yeah.
for Josh to sign.
No,
Pez's.
don't pull that. Are you pulling that up?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, is that?
He looks like the cop off of, oh man, what's the
Paul
name of that?
Blart.
Yeah, not Paul Bart, but, oh man.
That's when I first
Reno
started at
911.
Valero. They let you have mustaches
Listen-
like that.
listen-
Ridiculous.
Listen here, meow.
That was the fucking,
Yeah.
There it is.
See?
That ain't no Cronin beard, though.
oh, god damn.
At least he don't look like a child molester
You can
there.
still see his fucking chin. He still has a chin.
I don't have nothing growing there.
Reverse soul patch.
That's from all the
That's Italian in me. Man, I don't know.
So
But
we're
it's,
talking about like famous people you met.
Yeah.
Mine ain't like super famous, but they're like two of my favorite guitar players ever. And when I went and seen COC and Clutch, I met Pepper Keenan and Woody
That's
Weatherman.
corrosion of conformity.
Yeah, corrosion. I walked over and like I kind of pissed Pepper off because he was macking on the chick that was selling his merch, and I'm like, holy shit! And I looked down and my buddy Mike Hart, who's now had passed on, good friend of mine. I go, Mike, dude, I think that's Pepper and Woody down there hanging out by the bar. No way, brother! And we just took off running, because I love corrosion. And we went down there and they both threw their arms around me and took a picture. And Pepper's kind of pissy because he was laying his smack down, like he wasn't being bothered. And I met Neil a couple times.
Neil Fallon?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
That
they
is
played.
awesome.
They played at Carbondale, at Copper Dragon, and there was like only like 100 people there. It was the best Clutch show I've ever seen because Steve Simpson was up front rocking the monitor, like back and forth, just jamming out, and the security guards grab him and start dragging him out, and Neil stops the whole band. It's like Steve's claim to fame, and points. He goes, "No, leave him." And Steve just hops right back up there, man, starts rocking that motor, just grabbing on it. And then the other one was me and a bunch of buddies went and seen Seven Dust at I love Seven Dust. I know you don't.
No. We just saw Seven Dust had a real rough point in their career. I've seen them twice. One time was awesome. Second time was not so awesome.
They were pretty awesome that night, but we were at DeCoin State Fair, and we were in the beer tent after they played, and LeJohn came in.
Yeah.
And me and my buddy Justin Branch and Joe and I think Brando was there, and he just walks in. He's a little dude.
Yeah.
Like, little bitty feller. And I was like, holy shit, that's LeJohn. So I bought a whole bunch of beers real fast. I go, LeJohn, what would you like? Hey, I have Miller Lite. I have Budweiser. I got Coors Light. Which one would you like? He's like, just whatever, man. And he's like, where's the rest of the cats? They're in the bus. And he sit there and got hammered with us watching
That's
the band
cool.
outside. Super cool guy, super nice. Yeah. But that's the extent of who I've ever met.
We saw them.
Huh? Oh, LeJohn? Cool, man. He's got mad pipes.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
That's the first black person Skylar ever saw.
I was at
And he was little.
it was back when I had to do like the Bible stuff, like go to church on Wednesdays. And
Yeah, that's back when you
I'm
were
sorry.
touched on Sundays.
But we went to this like overnight thing in Springfield. It was like some, I don't know what it was, but Seven Dust was playing a show on the other side of where our hotel was, and they stayed in the hotel that we were in.
Yeah.
We got into the we all listened to that music back then,
Yeah.
And we literally, like, 4 of my buddies got into the elevator, and he was in there by himself. And we, like, got in, and we were all sitting there like, holy fuck, that's actually him. None of us said shit 'cause we're, like, 11. You know what I
Right.
mean? But, yeah.
That's cool.
He was super nice, super polite, super cool, was asking us about the area. And I was like, it's fucking farmland, dude. There ain't nothing here.
Yeah.
I was at.
You want to go have a good time? Let's go down to JB's, bud.
I was,
It's only a few miles.
I was at a bar in L.A. with Doug, and this guy was buying us drinks like left and right. And I'm like, I don't know who this guy is.
Slippery slope, dude. Back into that gay bar.
And we're back.
Those are called roofie drinks.
He might have been, but
He's- I've had a soul patch ever since.
man, LA's a whole different world, man. When I went over to LA, it was
Dude,
like
I would love to go out. I've never been that far west.
it's eye opening to see all the homelessness, and it's eye opening
sure.
to see all the rich people. It's like you get two different. There's no middle ground.
Right.
And I was sitting there. We were on Hollywood Boulevard and drinking. This guy was like feeding us drinks, no problem. He was just talking to us. We were having a good time, and he was a writer, and he wrote everything for like Hercules and Xena. Remember that? He was the writer.
I think he's been just telling that story while he's sitting on the side of the beach for about 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who,
It's
me?
No,
That'd
that
be
guy.
the most.
That guy, it was the only time he had cable
No,
in
he
his
was-
life. When he saw that show, he's like, I'm just going to tell people I wrote.
No, Doug was like, you see, that's the people that you run around. You don't really realize who you're talking to, and that there's the writer for like Hercules and Xena,
Right.
just sitting right next to you.
When's
It's weird.
Doug? When's Doug doing this?
Next week?
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the most I would love being the warm up act for that guy's got real fucking cool stories.
Wait,
Yeah.
didn't we go with Doug?
Yeah, we went to
To Corn?
to Corn and Puddle of Mud with Doug.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his first concert, Doug went.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Somebody else was with us too.
Zach Hodges.
Zach Hodges,
Zach
yeah.
Hodges, yeah. He was staying with Doug at the time. That's probably. Yeah, that was
Yep.
good. That's good. Doug's doing big shit, man.
He is,
I'm
man. Proud of
excited. Yeah, he's
a good guy.
actually flying in from Chicago down to here, and we'll talk to you, Skylar. I don't know exactly what date, but we'll make a date.
Speaking of like L.A. and the actors and stuff out there,
Yeah.
I just got done doing the audiobook Green Lights, written by Matthew McConaughey.
Green Lights, written by Matthew McConaughey. Oh yeah, how was that?
It's a book about his life.
Yeah, how
You
was
know,
how was
autobiography.
that? He's into himself, isn't he?
He's actually pretty cool. Like, I mean, what he says about himself and what he wrote about
Right,
himself.
right.
But I didn't realize like
The funny thing about Matthew McConaughey though is your brother sounds just fucking like Matthew McConaughey.
after
Paul?
reading the book, I thought of my brother a lot.
Yeah.
Like the way
Well, they sound like when they talk.
Yeah. So after he got the part in Dazed and Confused,
Yeah.
he did one other movie, and then he just bought a van and bought a Stream airliner
Yeah.
camper,
Yeah.
and that's all he did for years was travel, just go from trailer park to trailer park or camper, what do you want to call it?
No crap.
Campground all across America. And if there was a meeting or somebody wanted to meet with him, he would fly them into the airport he was going to be, the next city he was going to be in. He'd pick them up, and they would drive and do interviews and stuff, and then he'd drop them off at another airport.
And
He did that for years.
he don't take showers either, too. I think that's
He doesn't wear deodorant?
He's aluminum free.
Well, I had a captain when I worked offshore played against him in football. Like,
Really?
yeah, right against him. He said, dude, he was huge. And you know now, and this was in high school, and he's not that big of a dude, but
It's a
I'd
cool
take it.
book if you guys. do
oh
audiobooks,
yeah,
so-
I've heard about it. Yeah, I want. Do you read, Cronin? You don't look
I
like a guy that
can.
reads.
I can.
He's on my audiobook account.
Audiobook. Yeah. I got his password to the fucking audiobooks.
And Sunday Ticket.
Yeah, and Sunday Ticket and Paramount.
I'll try to
Oh,
get
damn, you
on
got-
my Sunday Ticket and
got
it'll
his
say
guitars.
somebody else is on your account.
Can
So I
you-
have to like, well, never mind. I ain't watching that game.
Oh, bullshit.
Can someone give me their Paramount account because I want to watch Yellowstone? I've heard
You haven't watched Yellowstone?
It's on
Oh,
Peacock.
my God.
Peacock.
I've got it.
Is it free?
No,
That's another slippery slope. for
You
Pez.
spend money on Peacock?
Well, you can only watch one episode of Yellowstone, dude. I
I
started at 2:30 this morning, and I've watched probably 8 episodes today with my piece of shit ass.
Of Yellowstone?
Yeah,
I own Yellowstone on Amazon now, so
it's so good. It is really that good.
Can I get on that for
I
free?
ain't giving you nothing.
I don't believe you. Hey, can I?
Pez is going to type in Peacock, and the first thing that pops is going to be big black cock.
I'm gonna.
Damn that autocorrect.
Yeah.
It's never duck, Siri.
Did you mean BBC?
I didn't mean that.
No,
I didn't mean duck
I really
sauce.
want to watch it, but whatever, Lennon. Whatever.
It's the
You're
baddest
a
show.
bitch.
Yellowstone's pretty good.
TV.
It's good. So I want you to answer me one question, Pez. You ever had duck sauces, bud?
No, I haven't
duck
had
down
no
and get you
duck.
some back.
Yeah. Oh, God, how old is that? That's like freaking 2008.
I'm old.
God.
That's about the same time he was playing.
No,
He was still in high school then.
That was the first time he went to a gay bar.
Good riddance.
did it?
You know, the best thing is
standoff.
I can bust this. You should see us at practice because with me and Joe Simpson in there, when we're about
But I'm coming after you,
12 beers deep, we kill this cat, and he takes it like a champ every time.
That's
What?
what it
You know-
takes, man. It takes. DR has been a punching bag for about 20 fucking years for me, and he's a good sport.
35.
Yeah, about 35 years. But honestly,
Literally
it's
a couple
all in
times.
love, and it's not fun if you're around somebody who gets offended by shit. It's
Yeah.
not fun at all.
No, man.
Like me and Mongo just would wear his ass out back in the day.
Well, and you get
Mongo wears me out looking at his beard. And the time it takes to comb that thing.
Oh goddamn!
oh God,
Pez,
don't play
go ahead,
that
sing
crap.
it, sing it.
Pez
Pez.
ain't gonna be able to stand up for a fucking hour.
This table is elevate.
Are you shaking your leg?
No.
See, I didn't think so.
If you did, I'm sure it's not in time.
Oh,
Oh, Dr. Oh.
well, it's a
No.
good thing you got Josh in the band, Dr. Because I've seen you lose time pretty fast.
I saw DR play a song that had 2 chords backwards one time,
What's your?
Then I broke the neck of my guitar.
and then he passed out face first on a Gibson Les Paul.
Hey, don't be talking about that.
Was that Ridgeway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
was
I've
a
heard
bad
about
deal.
that story.
was a
What's
good
the
time.
worst show you ever had?
Okay, the worst. I got a great story about that. It's not the worst show. It's probably one of the most. It's the best story that we have. So we played at this fucking bar in Harrisburg called Low Life's Lounge,
Heard of it?
and so we had this band opening up for us. Not really opening up, but they played before us, using all his equipment. So we had to get there early, set all this equipment up. The bartender's like, "Hey, you
Skyler was there?
You guys can have all the liquor you want, free reign." And it was just me, him, and Mongo and Jabus.
Then Jabus wasn't there. It was just Mongo.
So we're sitting at
Surprised
the bar.
Jabus wasn't there.
We drink what? A 5th Jaeger before we started playing? Close to it.
Yeah, before. We went
Before.
through 3/5 total throughout the night.
Before we started playing, we drank a 5th Jaeger like a bunch of fucking morons. We did sound check, sounded badass in sound check. The bar owner was super pleased, like, you guys sound great. So after the first fucking set, which we ruined, and I think you fell into the drums.
Fell in the drums.
Oh my!
First set, we're talking first fucking set. Oh my God. 10, 12 songs.
That's a long night.
So we go out to the little smoke shack outside, the little fenced patio area. And he's fucked up, I'm fucked up, we're having a good time. And I had just kind of recovered from wrecking a semi. I had all kinds of broken bones and shit. And he goes behind my fat ass and tries to bear hug me and pick me up. He's wearing snakeskin cowboy boots.
Somebody bet I couldn't pick him up.
While you were playing?
Who's that
No.
asshole?
We were on break.
Okay.
Got back.
But anyways, he goes to pick me up. His feet slide out from under him, and he fucking suplexes me into a block wall. The corner of this block wall slides up my spine and just fucks me up.
Oh my!
So I go out to the alley to try not to fucking kill him. And so I'm out there. Scoob comes out. He's like, "Are you all right?" You know, Scoob's always a peacemaker.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, we're good. We're going in." And deep down inside of me had a fire burning already. And I walk inside and DR.
Now let me take over here.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I'm inside the bar talking to my buddy Chris Kingston, and we're laughing back and forth, having a good time, drinking. And Josh walks in and he looks at me, and I see that look in his eye, like he's probably think with him being drunk as he was, probably thinks that I'm laughing at him, which makes him even more mad. He walks straight to me, and I'm sitting there just watching him walk right toward me.
Cronin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking right towards me. And next thing I know, he fucking rears back. Bam! Right in the forehead. Oh, yeah. Then it was on after that. Go after Josh, of course.
Oh,
and,
God.
mad. And everybody grabs us or whatever. Separate us.
Mongo picks me up off my feet and takes me back out to the smoking patio. And about the time Mongo picks me up off my feet, I see this big, tall biker guy choking DR
Storm
out from
Riders.
behind.
Oh,
yeah.
Storm Riders were there?
I've never been choked so hard that foam was coming. I couldn't breathe. Foam was coming out of my mouth. And I'm swinging, trying to do everything I can to get out of this.
And I'm already not even mad at him anymore. I'm telling Mongo, let me the fuck down. They're choking DR. I'm already
AJ's
in
behind.
saved. Yeah, I'm trying to save DR, and Mongo just takes me back out. So this is where he can pick up on this.
So then this guy, I get him broke off of me. And I'm still, I want to hurt this guy. I want to do something to this guy to let him know. And somebody else grabs me, and I turn around, and all I have is a spit wad. And I spit, and this spit wad, big loogie, lands right in this Storm Rider's mouth. Oh, God.
Storm Riders they love us, and we love them. But go ahead.
Well, that was the way it was.
And what did he do after he got the friggin' loogie in his mouth?
AJ stepped in front and said, "You touch him, I'll kill you." Basically.
AJ.
Yeah.
AJ's scared of Storm Rider.
He's got a title belt in MMA, bud.
Does he really?
Yes, he does.
Fight. No, he really does.
No shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He is a wiry little bastard.
He is.
They end up dragging me out over by the old movie theater there in Harrisburg.
Oh my gosh.
I'm over bawling my eyes out. That's my best friend, blah, blah, blah. About Josh. So here comes Josh. He's bawling. I'm so sorry. All this crap, Well, that was about the end of it that night, except for Mongo.
I put him to bed. I put his ass to bed after I punched him.
What do you mean? Did you guys finish the show or what?
No.
We got kicked out.
You got kicked out and you were supposed to play.
Amps are still on.
Well, Mongo ended up throwing me in the back of my truck, trying to calm me down, because I was trying to get back into the Storm Riders. Like, I was mad. He throws me in the back, and my lunchbox at the time, I worked in the coal mine, had like these big 3/8-inch bolts sticking out the side.
Yeah.
And when he throws me in there, my back catches that bolt and just cuts my skin all up my back. And so anyways, Josh drives me home, takes me in there, puts me down, whatever.
Oh, man.
So the next morning, I get a hold of AJ because his Uncle Steve is in the, oh man, my mind just went blank, the biker gang area.
Storm Riders.
No, in North City, Meanies.
Oh, yeah.
And then he made a call to Alex Brock with the Black Pistons, and they said, go get your stuff. It's fine. So we go down there. I go walk in. Every amp, everything is still on just the way we left it. My Marshall amp is hotter than hell. It's been running all night long.
Ooh.
So I'm in there. I'm breaking stuff down. AJ's getting his drums and stuff. And I just felt the presence. And I turn around, and the Storm Rider guy that I spit in is standing there over top of me. And he stuck his hand out. He said, just want to let you know where everything's good. Shook my hand and walked off.
Jesus.
Did you get paid?
Oh, yeah.
You guys got paid for that show?
Yeah, we got paid.
And you got kicked out?
Yep.
How does that work?
We went there the next weekend.
It's called being good, Pez.
Birthday party?
Oh, yeah.
We went the next weekend.
Yeah, we went there.
I remember all the bartenders were just like,
Watch out for him.
God.
So yeah, that was the best story in our 10 years of being a band. It was a crazy fucking night. It's not the worst show we ever played. It was fun. I've played some real shit. We played some shitty ass shows.
Oh, everybody has.
So, one time we were playing at Lincoln Street Pub, and the bartenders there were like trained to, whenever they seen us set our drink down that was empty or a Jaeger bomb, they were right there with another one. And we would just
I think Josh has told me stories about being hammered.
Yeah.
Where like we're messed up. Troy's leaving the stage to go throw up. And so like the next time we play there, the owner Mark was like, "Hey, I can't make any money if you guys keep drinking on my profit."
That night was so bad, my mom came up to me in the middle of a song and told me to quit.
When you fucking disappoint your mom,
Yes.
it's game over.
Yes.
Well,
the
I'm trying to
biggest
sing. I
fan.
had hiccups. I had hiccups trying to fucking sing. My mom comes up to me. She's like, "You guys just need to shut it down."
But honestly, it wasn't our fault. The bartenders were just that good.
Now they were trying to sing "Man in the Box," so I'm like, it was a fucking.
That's
nightmare.
That's actually a tough song to fucking sing
Oh,
too.
it's no fun.
yeah.
It's no fun.
Did you guys ever make it to the Evansville area?
Yeah, we played Lyle's. We
Yeah, we
played
played
Casino Astar.
Casino
We
Astar.
played
What?
the Zoo.
You guys
The
played
Zoo.
Casino Astar?
Yeah.
I bet that was a good
We ain't no
show.
small time, bud.
That was AJ's first gig with us. Actually, wasn't
I
it?
remember
AJ
you
was
guys
filling in
talking.
for Billy Peach.
He's still just a
RIP.
phone call away.
You hear about that, Pez?
What's that? Billy Peach. What?
AJ got a new, you know Billy Peach, right?
Yeah.
Drummer.
Great drummer, great drummer,
Great
good
drummer.
friend of
Oh,
ours.
yeah.
I love Billy.
Billy's a good guy.
He
Look at
AJ got a new drum or a new skin for his
Drum
Snare head.
snare.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. And he goes, hey, or he actually had me pick it up. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on for you. So before I did that, I turned it upside down, and on the inside, I wrote backwards, "Billy Peach is just a phone call away," and then put it on a snare and tighten her down. So when he had to sit there and look at that all night long,
Fucking guys are cold as ice.
You guys are cold, man. Are you guys ever gonna get back into it? You think? I mean, you guys haven't left it, but are you gonna?
You better hope not.
Really? Really?
yeah.
Yeah, we will. I'm sure we will.
If we get back into it, all those phone calls you get about gigs, you'll never get again.
We'll be playing Danny's Pool Room every Saturday.
Dude, I played Danny's one time.
I played. No,
It was
I did
actually a
karaoke.
lot
No,
of
you
fun.
karaoke this.
Yeah, I did karaoke. Shut that motherfucker down.
First Cause did one there, man, and it was actually a really good time. Except for
Oh, I'm sure it would be. It'd be fun as fuck. It's all about.
It
It
was
was about where you're at.
it
It's
was
who's
a
the fuck's there.
party. Except for every
Yeah.
time they open the door, Scoob would get pissed because guys are running to his amp. I was smart. I got in the corner
Oh, yeah.
and just stayed the hell away from everybody. But it was a good time.
I tell you what,
Scoob had the bladder of a 2-year-old child. I've never seen anybody.
That's why he had to have
leave.
a wireless bass.
Yeah,
man.
well, he would just fucking all of a sudden you'd be playing in the middle of
Gone.
a song and you hear the bass drop out and Scoob's in the bathroom. Every show,
you wouldn't
at least
even
once a
you wouldn't
show.
even see him go.
No.
He'd just be gone like fucking
Yeah.
Houdini.
at first he would tell us when we first
Yeah.
started playing with us. He's like, "Hey, I need to," and then after that, he was next thing you know,
Yeah.
there's no bass
Oh,
going,
yeah.
and
There was no holding it in, man. He was just gone. And when you're that fucking good, what are you gonna do?
Was that?
There was one time that when he bought his wireless shit, like I heard the bass still going, but I didn't see him. And he was in there playing it one-handed and pissing in a fucking urinal, just going at it. I was like, "Holy shit, this guy really peed." I got to pee bad, but I'm not that good.
want
What's
to hear
the
a funny
best?
story?
Yeah.
One time we were playing at Tequila Sheila's, and AJ, we were in the middle of a song, and AJ looked at me. He's like, "Man, I got a shit bad." Like he's barely sitting on a throne, like trying to play drums.
Yeah, he's like standing up, like squeezing it.
I told Josh, I said, "We're going into Me and Mary Jane," and we went to
course.
Me and Mary Jane, and we always try to do, or sometimes we do it like a little drum solo. So we let AJ do the drum solo. He's back here, trying not to shit his pants, and we go to the bar and
We just
start
walk
drinking.
off the stage.
He's
While
up there
back
playing.
drum solo.
We come back on stage and finish the song. He's like, "You motherfuckers!" Ran to the fucking shitter.
Dude, Tequila Sheila's ain't no more, is it?
No.
No, I played the last show there.
No shit.
Me and Billy Peach and Scott Kittinger played the last show there.
What?
To about 8 people.
Was that one band you were in?
Nah, we just Scott called me and was like, "Hey, can you do 3 hours?" I was like, "Yeah, we can do it." Because those two are really fucking. They can play anything.
Oh,
I mean,
fuck
you
yeah.
don't even have to
Scott
practice.
and
with
Billy.
them. Yeah. So I just
Billy
showed
is
up.
really, really good.
Yeah, Billy is a great drummer.
Yeah.
I hated his drum triggers.
You know
That was the only thing.
You know he's deaf in one ear
I didn't know that.
No
Yeah.
way.
due to an ear infection when he was younger.
I'll be damned.
All right, the more you know.
The more you know.
But
I
yeah,
wish
so
Pez
I
was
played
deaf.
the last show there, and there was literally 8 people there. It was a shit. But we had a great time, man. You cannot play with Scott Kittinger and not have fun. Have you ever
He's
seen
always
how
smiling.
happy? I
Always smiling.
strive to be that happy when I play music.
Every time I
guess
look
when
over
you
at
know,
him.
whenever you know what the fuck you're doing, you're actually know, and you can kind of freestyle and know why you're doing this, other than me just kind of feeling it out, maybe fucking it up. It is a lot more fun, dude. That guy does not get cheated anytime he fucking plays.
No.
He has a great fucking time.
Yeah.
I love playing with that dude.
You know how many
What-
times he bailed us out when
Oh,
Scoob
goddamn.
used to trade his amp the day before
Oh,
a gig.
man.
Pawn
Hey,
his
it's in the
amp.
pond, man. We need an amp. We call Scott. Yeah, let's come by and get it.
Yeah.
I don't know how many
Yeah.
times he let us borrow his amp.
Oh, yeah.
Scott is
That
by
was a
far-
recurring situation.
Yeah.
That's why I finally told him. I said, "How much you want for this bass? Because I'm buying it right now. Because you're not going to keep pawning it off before the gig."
Yes.
I remember he showed up at practice one time, didn't call us, didn't say nothing, didn't even give us heads up. I was so fucking mad at him. He walks down in the basement. He's like, hey guys, like, hey man, where's your shit? I had to hawk it, buddy. I had to hawk it. I was like, so what are you doing at practice?
Yeah,
I mean, he's just
something I can play there?
He goes, well, I had to hawk it, man. I had to hawk it. I was like, Scoop, I told you 100 fucking times, man. Don't
Brother man.
hawk your shit. But I still love the fucker.
I don't never been mad at that guy.
I've been mad. I remember once or twice.
Well, when you grow up,
Remember
with
that time?
somebody.
Oh yeah, you've had a lot more time.
Yeah.
One time
I
we were
remember I
playing,
was. Go ahead.
One time we were playing the New Haven Legion, and like there was supposed to be a birthday party and stuff going on at my house. I was like, "Hey, we gotta get out of here. Like we're leaving." And AJ and Scoop was like, "Yeah, we'll tear everything down." And Scoop ended up backing into the stand and knocked the guitar stand over and snapped the headstock off of my.
Oh yeah,
Gibson.
yeah. He was sick over that.
Yeah, when he came to the door after packing everything up, he's like crying. Man, I'm sorry. Just let me get my stuff, and I'll get it. You'll never have to talk to me again. I'm like, what are you talking about?
He could have
like,
smashed that thing over my fucking head and still been in the bed.
He's like, I know you're mad at me, man. You're gonna be mad, but I broke the headstock off that Gibson. I'm like, well, it's fine. It can be fixed, or it's just
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
you got that pro gear
accident.
coverage.
Shit happens, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, it happened.
He was tore up, crying about it.
So,
you guys have you guys
legit.
wrecked any major gear yet?
I put some nicks in some shit. I bumped headstocks with
we had a-
Joe.
we had a $500.
Yeah, you did.
We had a $500 motor full of water.
Yeah.
Corn Day come out
Oh, man.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
I
And
tell
it
you,
worked.
one,
Dried
you
it
remember the
out.
band Leftovers, Jason Smith, Scott?
Of course.
So we went and saw. Were you down there?
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, you had to be because I got to the year I got banned from the New Haven Legion. For the
Oh yeah, I got banned too for pushing the refrigerator in front of the men's bathroom.
I tried to fight a couple guys, and he pushed a refrigerator in front of the bathroom. It was a good time.
I didn't.
Anyways, so we went to we saw the Leftovers down there, and their fucking speaker caught on fire.
Their sub.
Their sub,
Who's did?
the
Leftovers?
Leftovers, like flames coming out of the motherfucker.
Oh, my
It was the most
God.
rock and roll shit I've ever seen.
If Matt couldn't be any louder, go ahead.
Yes.
Want to give me another
Yeah,
one?
it was a good experience.
So you guys really, really want to know how we really got started as a band?
Well, yeah, that's why you guys are here, right?
You got a better
God
story?
dang, Lennon.
So,
Colors don't run, bud.
are you done?
I told you these colors don't
we
run.
we needed a bass player, and somebody mentioned the name Todd.
Todd.
Oh, we're going to fucking drag people.
I can't remember his last name right now, so I'm not gonna say it.
All right, I won't say it either because I
Todd
do
who?
know. I would just leave him at Todd, I guess.
It's gonna come out here in a second. And so we get this guy's number. He said, "Yeah, I'll fill in for bass for you." All right. We didn't know these people were fucking with us, so we drive all the way to Browns, Illinois,
That gave it
Well, I
up.
know where Brown's at.
and we're up there, and we're all right. You know this song? Yeah, I know this song. We start into it. And it's root note, only one root note, over and over and over and over and over and over.
Oh, man.
We're like, okay, maybe it's just all right. Next song, same thing, over and over and over and over and over. But it was time to play the gig tomorrow night.
Oh, my gosh. You guys
So we
already
did.
booked something?
Huh?
You guys already booked something before you really, really knew that?
Yeah, like our bass player, I'm pretty sure at the time got arrested or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Burnett, JD Burnett was there.
Oh, I know.
No, this is
name
not who I'm talking about. He was the bass player, and something happened, and
Yeah, that's
we
not
needed
the
to fill in.
That's not the fill in. He got.
He was
in
a
trouble.
fill in, and we needed a fill in.
Right.
JD did fine. JD did
JD,
fine.
yeah, JD was fine, except for he. Never mind.
Yeah. let's not throw people like.
That could kill us on the other bus.
I don't want no fights.
Anyways, he comes down, does the gig for us and stuff. And then he asks, "Hey, we actually need 2 guitar players to fill in because ours just quit."
And a singer.
Oh yeah, 2 guitar players and a singer. So next thing I know, we're in Elizabethtown playing for Ori Crawl
No shit.
Rick's Love Shack.
at Rick's Love Shack.
So that could not so much the music and playing with those guys, but the actual show could have been the worst experience because that's a long haul, and the only people there was my mom and dad, his mom and sister, and my sister. that's the only people in the bar.
So wait.
So we just smoked a lot. Well, never mind. Cigarettes
Yeah,
and
cigarettes.
so who was this
Todd Bailey.
Super Cat?
Super Cat.
Oh man,
Great guy.
Are
Love
we
the
throwing
guy.
everybody under the bus?
I don't
Super
know
Cat,
anybody.
He likes to party.
He does.
He does. He
But
looks
yeah,
like
that's
a. You got.
we had our chance to stay in the band.
Don't you have a good story about Super Cat? Can you
Yeah, he
share it
just
with
told-
us?
He just told it.
No, you got another one.
You
told me at Shawneetown one time.
Yes.
Are you talking about the
Yes.
No,
posters?
hold
That
on.
night he filled in for us. After we got done, we're shaking hands and shaking dicks apparently, and he says, "Well, here I want you to have this." I said, "Okay, what is it?" And he handed out 4 of them or 3 of them because he was the 4th. Handed out 3 of them. He said it was a picture of him and Steven Tyler. I said, "Hell yeah, you know Steven Tyler? Yeah." Autographed by Todd Bailey. Love you, Todd.
That's awesome, man. We've had some pretty good shows, and we had some we haven't had nothing that compared to them though.
Oh,
Nothing.
there was one time like you guys brought up Storm Riders.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Harrisburg hits it again.
Where was it at in Harrisburg?
Cisco's.
Cisco's. We're at Cisco's. It was a good time, and I had
Is
to
that
work.
the place we played at with the checkered floor? It's got a
Yeah,
checkered
yeah,
floor.
yeah. Big stage.
Yeah.
And we had a really good show. Bunch of people there.
Yeah.
And I stayed sober.
When
Me and
Cisco's in,
Harrisburg.
It was something else.
it was the. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
It doesn't
Same
matter.
place, different name.
So Pez, he's real tough, right? So we're breaking.
He's built different.
Joe had to split, and it was just me, Zach, and Pez there. And I was dead sober. I had to work the next morning. Zach didn't. He don't really drink anyway. Zach Clark, and we're sitting there and we're tearing down shit, and then we see some dude just fly across the room. And it's one of those Storm Riders, dude, had a dude by his throat, just threw him. And Pez is over, I'm going to get in on some of this, boy. I'm going to get in. And me and Zach just look at him. I'm tired as fuck. I'd worked that morning. I was like, dude, you're on your own, dude. You're not even in this. You're not even extra in
I
their
can
video.
see Pez going, "Where are you?"
He kept going, I'm going to get on this, bubbies. I'm about to fuck him up. I'm going to get up in the middle of that shit. Here it goes. I'm like, and Zach just looks at me. I look at Zach. I was like, we shake our heads. And I go, no fucking shot. I was like, I ain't fucking involved. I ain't with this guy.
You know, when you get there, you feel like you're fucking invincible. I was there at the end of the
We
night.
kept telling him, I was like, dude, it's different if they threw you into the PA and knocked all your shit over.
Yeah.
That's a different ball game. But when you go dog hunting somebody else's dogs, that's your fucking fight. Me and
Yeah.
Zach's going to the truck,
Well, I was-
waiting for the ambulance to pick your ass up.
Yeah, we have our times, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
God dang.
Yeah,
dude.
I
I
did a lot
did.
of
Yeah, I
embarrassing
did.
shit like that.
I did.
Not us. Our band sticks together.
I did jump off the stage
Fight
at
each other.
Lamasco's.
Yeah,
fight
this
each
guy
other.
took his shirt off at Lamasco's. Way to, hey, everybody.
My kids actually came to that show. I think they were gone when my shirt came off, though.
I don't remember.
I remember holding you
Yes,
back.
you pull.
Oh yeah,
Patrick.
yeah, oh yeah.
What
Me and
was
Patrick have made up since then.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Patrick who?
Carter.
Oh, Carter.
How about fucked him up one night?
Yeah.
It happens.
He would have
Oh.
killed him.
Yeah, DR stopped me. Remember that? Hey, I got one on you though.
Name dropping in this.
You want to do that one?
Yeah, go ahead.
So one night we were coming back from, I don't remember where we played at. We did a show or went partied or whatever. I don't remember. Go back to DR's house to,
You came to watch us play in Grayville, and you made fun of me in my snakeskin
Yeah,
boots.
yeah, that could
You
have been
walked up to the stage and
Oh,
pointed
yeah,
at
I was
him.
there. I was there that night.
I
Yeah,
hope
we
you
were
there.
playing.
You were in the band.
No, I meant the whole way back
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything. Yeah.
You do rock
Sorry,
and
go
well,
ahead.
I mean, you remember we walked up and Mongo was attached to this boy. I think that's right. I was real hammered, but he had attached to. I ain't gonna say. His
Let's
name.
not say names on this one.
Yeah, so he had attached to him and just hold. You need to come. I guess he hit a chick, and Mongo had grabbed a hold of him and let him go, and he started acting like a fool again, and I grabbed a hold of him, and DR said, "Man, you gonna be cool? You gonna be cool?" And I let this cat go, and he sucker punches DR, and I grab a hold of him again. I start pulling him back, and DR just fucking face kicks this dude with them snakeskin boots and knocks him out cold.
I've heard that story.
His arms, I thought he was dead. His arms went behind his back. They crossed, and I'm like, "You killed him."
Remember I told you about
Effect on
the.
people.
Remember I told you about the loogie? I had to get one last shot in. That's the only shot I seen.
I mean, I never seen.
Put a dent in my snake skins.
I grew up in some pretty rough neighborhoods. I've seen some crazy shit, but I've never had a hold of somebody that went night.
Yeah.
It's just like this motherfucker. I'm out of here. I'm leaving. These motherfuckers are crazy.
That was just the beginning of that night.
Yeah, that got a little.
Was that on
escalated.
Oak Street?
Yeah.
Golly, dude.
Yeah, they were
We had some
looking,
parties on at that house.
I was never invited.
my wife didn't like when I
bet-
went to Oak Street.
I got a fight.
He was still in high school.
Yeah, he was
He's still
playing the one nighter.
6 years running.
Hey, I was the only soloist for like 4 years in a row.
There was a reason for that. I just enjoyed playing by myself.
Too bad it went solo. We couldn't hear it.
I wasn't by myself. I had D Wayne.
You said soloist.
Well, I'm saying, God, dog, man, give me crap.
Gosh, dog it.
You played it.
Gosh damn.
Played
Yeah,
it a few times.
yeah. You want to hear the difference between me and you? You played Good Riddance. I played Time by Pink Floyd.
Whatever. You know, whatever. We all start somewhere.
Yeah.
I wasn't lucky enough, and I will say that.
You grew up gay. I'm sorry. I mean,
I will say that I wasn't able to. My parents didn't listen to good music, and I'm very thankful. Well, right now, my son is singing, like Pink Floyd,
Yeah,
stuff
that's
like
awesome,
that.
man.
I mean,
my son's
I'm
favorite band is Slipknot.
That's kind of cool.
Dude,
That
my
is
son's
cool.
a fucking monster drummer, honestly, right now.
I've been
He's
wanting to ask you about
absolute
that.
Monster.
That's great, man. Isn't that awesome?
Oh, it's
feeling.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how good this kid's gonna be. And I know it's my son. I say this shit. That he's going to be fantastic. It's crazy. At 11 years old, the dude can play straight up double bass, ripping it. I mean,
How'd you get him into it, man?
You're gonna change that snare head to.
yeah. AJ's just a call away.
So, who's playing drums for you now?
Well, Zach's gonna play with us the night of.
I can do it.
Well, he wants to play because him and Scott are real close.
okay.
Yeah.
Is that Clark?
Yep.
Okay, that dude's good.
He's a
good.
killer, man.
He is
Yeah.
good.
He's actually a really good guitar too.
He's a better guitar
He
player.
was.
dang
the,
it.
That's not fair, man.
Whoa! Who
not fair.
farted?
That was me.
He tried to go to the bathroom. And fucking
Did you have to say that
I'm
in the
sorry,
mic,
dude. I can
Jace?
smell
He's gonna
it.
grow up. Goddamn.
It's probably he probably smelled it and he got hard.
Zach was definitely the best one in that band.
Our band? Oh, for sure. I mean, no,
No,
no. There's no.
I would say AJ is definitely the best one of our band too. AJ's a fucking beast.
He used to piss me off. Man.
Zach's amazing.
I love Zach.
No, he's a great musician.
And
I've never even spoke a word to the guy. I just seen him play.
He plays
fucking
guitar better
amazing.
than him.
Oh, he's
well,
way better than me.
There's a lot of people who play by guitar than me. But he would walk up and I'd tell him every time, I was like, dude, don't fucking play in front of these people. Don't grab my guitar and play in front of the crowd. But he'd go up and start doing eruption. And I'm just like, I can't do it. You're gonna do that shit. They're gonna expect more out of me, and you're the drummer.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the hell's going on, man? But his backup vocals is what.
Yeah, he hits those high
That
notes.
makes a difference. Like backup vocals, you know who my backup vocalist is?
Who? Dr.
Helen Keller. It sounds like what? I'm like, how can you fucking play music and sing so horrible?
He's not lying.
I mean, it's no secret in our band.
It's very, very aggravating.
That's why he has a talk box.
Tough being the only.
This might be offensive to the deaf community, and I don't mean any disrespect, but the dude sings like
I can't hear
person
myself.
who can't hear.
I can't hear myself when I sing,
Turn the monitor
but
up,
I can
bud.
hear notes. No, I mean, it doesn't matter what. If I
If
close
he
my
heard
ears,
himself sing, he wouldn't sing anymore. That's where we'd be.
but I get
and
to
then with
drinking
AJ,
and I have fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love
you
to
have.
sing.
He gets drunk, and it's just like he's the lead singer. I could just step back for him.
Well, that's
For
probably
sure.
that's probably the best thing about what we try to do, man. Is we always try to work on harmonies.
Yeah.
Because we do some
We
Doobie
never
Brothers.
have.
Yeah, we do.
Honestly, 10 years, we have not once worked on a harmony.
Maybe if Josh worked with me, I might be a better.
No, no.
Everybody needs a
You don't
mic.
want to waste his time.
and Zach leaving, yeah, it broke my fucking heart. I will say that because I love him to death, and he's a man. And I think
he was
see-
the only one that stayed sober at the shows.
It
He was the
wasn't-
driver.
he is a talented musician.
Oh, for sure.
Just
And-
a good fucking.
and
guy.
a great guy. And my sister brought him up, and that's how
Oh, he
because I was
banging
looking
your
for.
sister.
I wish I was.
Oh, I wish you didn't say that. Can we bleep that out? No.
I don't know your sister. In all fairness,
No,
I don't even know
but-
you had sister.
She is a lawyer now.
I was looking for a drummer, and she brought up Zach, and man, Zach's a talent.
So that kid's from Carmine.
Yeah,
He's from
he lives in
Carmine.
He's
Owensville now.
must be a whole lot younger than me.
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't-
23.
Oh yeah.
You know, work gets involved, and I
Oh, yeah.
understand that.
Sure.
And, you know,
The thing with Zach is that he liked playing guitar. He didn't want to be in a band and play drums,
no.
even though he was really good. Like what I liked about him
Like
is,
Dylan Barnes.
Yeah.
yeah,
Barnes.
Dylan's sick.
Oh yeah.
He's a crazy drummer.
He is.
And he's
And he's a good guitar player.
badass guitar player. So.
We got a couple guys that come and tried out. We got a few people that we got in mind.
We just haven't pulled the trigger yet.
But the whole thing with us is it has to mesh with Tim because we like having Tim on congas.
Doesn't he
first-
play? Doesn't he
Drums?
play
He
drums?
does.
You don't want to be a
He
full-time
don't want to
drummer.
be a full-time drummer.
Yeah, a little fucking diva, Tim. Come on. Get the fuck outta here.
I love Tim, man,
I do too.
and he would fit well.
But not only that, like Tim does backups too. So
Tim
we
can
had
sing his ass off.
so we have Tim and Zach and we do the Eddie Money song.
Take me home tonight.
And Zach's back there going,
Hey.
no, I'm serious, dude. He kills it.
You
He's
know
like,
what?
what
That
is-
right there.
Listen.
That's what the shit I'm talking about right there. You just did. You just.
I was just
Take me
joking,
home.
big
No,
Spartan,
Spartan, dude.
Hold on.
You're
Here-
serious
no, I have
about
a
it,
story
though.
about that. That
I can't
song.
see Six
Better
to
watch
Midnight
your
doing no
forehead.
friggin'. I can't see Six to Midnight doing no take me home night.
No, we have taste.
Diversity.
No, I'm just joking.
You want to talk about diversity?
But Zach would hit those acapella notes, man. Be my little, and I can't touch it.
Yeah, be my little baby.
Sorry, Josh. I can't do that.
No, but he would.
Let's
It would.
I can do it in my truck. It sounds good when I'm
Yeah,
No, you
by
guys do
myself.
falsettos, not acapella.
Yeah, false.
Troy.
My bad.
But anyways, no, Take Me Home Tonight. I fucking jammed that song when I was growing up. Before I even moved to Carmel, we got MTV. Like whenever I moved to Carmel, basic cable, we didn't have MTV. They just
Right.
had VH1. So I lived in El Dorado. They had MTV back when MTV was. I mean, we're talking late '80s, early '90s.
Right.
Yeah, when it was actually
That
music
fucking
television.
song, dude. That song. I mean, any of that '80s shit. I love it.
It's-
Well, dude,
it's
Eddie
just-
Money had a bunch. I mean, like not just like Two Tickets to Paradise,
Oh,
but
no, yeah.
give me some water.
Oh, he was.
Oh
talented,
yeah, man.
Sure.
Shaking.
Dude, my favorite songs, and it was, I think, I don't know if it's Hall & Oates song, but Poison redid it. Your Mama Don't Dance and Your Daddy Don't Rock and Roll.
I don't know if that was a Hall & Oates tune.
It was a
This guy
an
knows his
early-
Hall & Oates.
It was an early singer-songwriter
Yeah.
song that they redid. I don't know, maybe not Hall & Oates, but anyways, all that 80s shit, dude, guilty pleasure.
It is.
I love it.
What is your guilty pleasure, by the way? You're speaking guilty. What is your main guilty
Musically?
pleasure? Musically, like, now dig
Oh.
deep. Don't
My
don't
fucking
sugarcoat it.
guilty pleasure is 90s pop music. Because, I mean, I had two sisters. My mom, growing up, listened to 96 STO in
Yeah.
the
Bass.
early 90s.
Hey,
From what I can
Bass?
remember. Oh, fuck yeah. Fucking All That She Wants Is Another Baby. Fuck yeah. All the 90s
Opened up my
cheeseball
eyes.
pop shit.
Yeah.
Fucking love it.
What's
But
yours,
here's
dude?
the thing I say about that, dude. If I don't give a fuck what it is, if it's got a great melody
Yeah,
and if it's good, it's fucking good. I don't give a fuck what it is.
right.
Like, I have no judgment against. I love rap. I mean, I love literally the weirdest shit.
I love everything except
everything.
pop country.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But even still, man, there's some fucking pop country songs that come out with a great hook. A hook will fucking get you, man.
Yep. It's all about the chorus, man. They get
It
you
is.
on a good chorus.
Yeah.
I remember growing up and watching my brother play ball at the parish hall, and they would break into the liquor room up there, and that's where also the stereo was.
Yeah.
And they would play Bone Thugs and Harmony, East 19 the Eternal.
Dude.
And I would sit
Love
down
Bone
there
Thugs.
Yeah.
and sit there and work on my crossover. 9 years old up north.
Breaking people's ankles over
Yeah,
there.
no, my brother was. My brother was a bad man.
What's your guilty pleasure? Come on, man. Be real. Just be
I'd
honest.
definitely
Let it
say
out.
90s country, for sure.
That too.
Garth Brooks?
No, we're
Is it
talking
like-
Maybe not so much.
fucking
We're talking
Alan-
Achy Breaky Heart.
But definitely
George Strait,
Clinton Black,
Clint Black, Mark Chestnut.
yeah, Sammy Kershaw, all those guys,
Yeah, that's good shit. dude.
and ICP.
Insane clown
That's a
posse.
true story.
Dude, tell me you
I know every fucking word to any of their songs.
Tell me.
On Great Malenko.
How many times did you go to the ICP thing that they had over by your neck of the woods?
Oh, down there at Sturgis?
Zero.
No, it's
Really?
down
You
there,
never
Hog
went?
Rock.
I never
You
went,
guys,
man.
if you keep practicing, you get to play Hog Rock, dude. I'll put a good word for you.
Keep practicing.
I got his number. I can
Oh, fuck.
$150. I'll
That
give it to
is
you.
probably one of the most fun shows we've played.
It's always packed.
Oh, they carry your shit on like you're a big deal. They
That's
carry your
awesome.
equipment on
and
stage.
there's
Are you
thousands
serious?
of people.
Oh, dude, it's fucking fun as hell.
Yeah.
It is.
And there's
absolutely fun as
titties.
hell. Yeah.
And titties.
I remember the first time we played down there, they have these 2 cages on each side of the stage.
Yeah.
And these girls are completely naked. And one of them, everybody was kind of gathered more around her. And, like, she's just straight over, bent over, mooning us, ass facing us. And I'm over by Josh, and he looked at me and goes like this. I said, what? I leaned over. He said, pretty sure I just seen her birth canal.
In the middle of a song.
Yeah.
Yes.
The funny thing about that is I went whenever I was 19. So that would have been like 2004. Somewhere around there.
Damn.
Somewhere around there. And that same woman was in that fucking cage then.
My
She's got to be on Social Security.
Well, that cage covers up the stretch marks.
Hey, man, I'm all about it.
It is, hey, a lot of fun.
If you get the chance to do it, man,
Well,
it's
I mean,
fun
we've
as
never been
hell.
asked.
I know you haven't, but it's all right.
Hey,
What do you guys say? Hey, I got to hook up, or hey, you're not good enough.
I'll get you hooked up.
He probably.
If you want to, if your wives will let you.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
no, they don't care.
It's
My
fun, man.
wife
It's a
might-
good time.
might let-
What's his name?
Yeah,
Tim?
you're-
Tim, you
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, he treats you pretty
Remember last
good.
time we played there, I threw that beer off the top of that little walkway and hit somebody's bike.
I thought we were going to get beat.
That's a good way to get killed.
So there's like a
Yes.
30-foot, looks like, you know what a cherry picker, to
Yeah.
pull the engine
Yeah,
out of a car.
Yeah.
It's 30 foot tall and probably 150 foot wide, but it looks like a gigantic cherry picker, and there's like a skyway on top where you can stand up there and watch the bands play. Had we already played? We already played.
We'd already played. We were watching 70.
So we were watching our buddy 70 on Sunday play. And we were up there. We were feeling our oats. We were
There's
pretty
already a
fucked
band
up.
before them, or 2
Yeah.
bands before them. So
We were pretty fucked
deep
up.
into
So we're
it.
up there. The artist drinking a beer, and we're getting ready to walk back down. And we're 30 foot in the air, and he just fucking chucks up 3/4 full beer and hits somebody's motorcycle.
God dang,
I
DR.
think it was because I seen one of our friends, like Drew Buckman or someone was down there, and I was trying to hit him with it.
Yeah, but
And-
what were you going to do if you hit him?
What? That hurt.
Well, you're drunk.
No, this guy's as
'Cause I
big as
don't
all three of us
care.
put together. He's a
I'm drunk.
monster.
It wouldn't
And
hurt
then,
Drew.
I think you did throw one and hit Dave, but almost hit his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, that night I had to apologize a couple times. Oh, I was aiming for the back of the truck,
Yeah.
and it missed the bed of the truck and hit her.
Oh, God. You guys get wild, man.
Yeah, we don't fuck around.
Well,
It's hog rock.
well. Golly.
What's your favorite concert you ever been to? I'm asking the questions here now, bud.
That's his podcast.
Yeah.
Rockin' Chubbies.
I'm sure he's got one.
I don't. Are you talking about show
Yeah, favorite concert.
I played?
No, that you've been to and played. I
There's
wanna
a
hear
difference
both.
between a gig and a show. You
Yeah,
play
of course.
gigs.
There's a huge difference.
What's your favorite concert you went to?
Man, I'm drawing a blank, man. I haven't been to that many. I haven't
All right,
been able
favorite
to.
show
You haven't seen
played,
Dave Matthews.
gig.
You used to talk about that.
That-
Oh, Dave Matthews. I've never seen. I would like
I
to see
saw Dave Matthews concert.
outside.
2. I've seen him 3 times. Yeah, it was outside at Amphitheater, Indy in St. Louis. Best
That'd be
show.
Cool. That'd be cool.
Listen, I don't say that, those guys are talented, man.
Dave
Yeah.
Matthews, drummer,
Regardless-
is one of the best drummers to walk the face of the earth.
Carter Beauford's amazing.
He's absolutely fantastic.
And Dave,
Dave is a chord chart.
3-hour,
Yes.
3-hour solid
Yeah,
show.
I would love to check that out.
Yeah.
Oh, their sax player died, didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah. I always liked
sad.
him.
So, what's your guys' favorite show you've played?
Oh, as Pez and the Dispensers?
not very many, so it shouldn't.
Whatever. I think Masco's was
Masco's
was
was
open
fun.
for us.
It was fun.
That looked pretty fun.
It was a good time.
It
I had a
was.
blast there. It's the first time I ever got to play in front of my kids.
Yeah,
So-
that's a big deal.
You know,
So and they got on stage with me.
I
Yeah,
saw
they
that.
got a
That
good
was really
sound
neat.
They
system.
didn't even know I fucked.
And
those
lights.
and
And
they got a good.
They had
sound
a
guy.
guy that came in and ran sound. He did a really good job.
Yeah.
was it William Killebrew?
I have
No.
no idea what his name was. DRI was 18.
I've got him on Facebook. I forgot his name,
I'm sorry.
but I think
a couple good corn days, and then
Corn Day is always
Yeah.
good.
nobody's got anywhere to go. I mean, that's just they're all going to go.
The best
to
one you
LA.
guys played was when it rained.
Hey, we still got paid for that to not do like
No,
2 hours.
I will say, did you guys get to play the second day or no?
No,
Oh, we played.
You
yeah,
guys
we
got to
did.
play-
We did. We played like an hour.
I put a tarp over everything.
Well, I
All
was
the
out
sound
there. Remember, I
equipment.
talked to you
You came out
right
that night.
before. Yeah,
It's
and,
colder than fuck.
You guys sounded fantastic, and Smock was running sound,
Yeah.
and it sounded fucking killer. It
He's
sounded
supposed to
awesome.
come. He's supposed to come
here.
for.
Alex has seen
Alex
a lot of
Smoke,
shit.
yeah.
He's mixed a lot
Yeah,
of
he's
people.
really good. He's talented. Guy.
Well, the hard part about our system is that it's all digital.
yeah.
It's all on a fucking tablet. And
We're
it's-
hoping he said he would run sound for the benefit that we're going to play March 13th.
Hope he does. Because I don't want to do it.
No, it's not that. He's just going to get us dialed in.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like with them drum gates and everything, it's not like going to a board and get a little bit more low,
Yeah.
a little mid, or taking some out. It's a whole.
It's technically.
See, that's
And-
another thing that Scott Kittinger can do. He is so fucking talented when it comes to running sound.
He's
I
got
love
the
him,
ear.
dude.
Yeah.
I love him.
And he knows what the hell he's doing. I mean, it's crazy. So yeah. So speaking of Scott, March 13th is when we're all doing that thing, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, March 13th.
So we hope everybody comes out and checks that out.
Yes,
we're gonna
check
have 6
it.
to midnight and Pez and the Dispensers and
Many
a
more.
ton of other talented people, way more talented than we are. I mean, seriously, there's been guys that have been at it for 30 years.
I know.
So I'm going to be honored just to play in front of them, honestly.
Well, hopefully they go home and watch Murder She Wrote before we get up there.
Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, let us fucking do our thing.
One more question here. I don't know if we're getting ready to close out or not, but
Or-
who's your biggest music influence?
Yeah, that's a great question. I want everybody to answer. I know my
I know
podcast,
mine.
but
Just one.
you talking about who influenced me to start playing guitar?
Right now, I mean,
My uncle Don Pesavento. He just watching. He's from Harrisburg.
Yep.
He had the guitars laying out, and he'd let me go up there, and I was intimidated, and it turned me on. It turned me on playing, man.
I'm gonna do a slash, because not slash from Guns N' Roses, but like two guys combined. And my dad, before he died, gave me Black Sabbath albums.
right.
Right when I first started playing, and it was Heaven and Hell, and it was Paranoid, and it was right when I first started playing guitar, and it's a mix between Tony Iommi and Jerry Cantrell, because I love the low end
Yeah.
work that Jerry does.
Yeah.
And that's really who I was listening to at that point all the time. It was either fucking Sabbath or it was Chains, Soundgarden, all that stuff. And I still find myself recycling all that.
Yeah.
What about you, Josh?
Mine would be another 2-part question that's kind of far off. And my first one, don't judge me on this because everybody fucking says this, but it was the time it hit and the time I started playing. But the time I really started playing, man, Nirvana was blowing up.
Oh, sure.
And the reason I picked up the guitar was because I was such a Nirvana fan and learned the first thing I did, learn a fucking power chord.
Oh, everybody played Teen Spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our age.
Well, see,
Oh, yeah.
that's my thing. Like, In Utero, I was old enough to where In Utero was out before I really knew about Nirvana.
Right.
So my first Nirvana album was In Utero, which is probably
Heart-Shaped Box.
yeah, all
This
that
is my
shit,
favorite
Rape Me.
song they ever did.
all that stuff. So I would say Kurt Cobain's guitar playing as a fucking 13-year-old kid was awesome to me. And then I was lucky enough, you said your parents, didn't really pump a lot of great music into you.
No,
I was exact opposite. My dad fucking filled me
Yeah.
full of great music.
thank goodness.
All of the singer-songwriters from the 60s, 70s, Beatles, Neil Young, and all that. So the second part of that is my dad's a huge Neil Young fan. Got me didn't even know why I like Neil. And a lot of people hate Neil Young because he can't sing for shit either.
He's a hell of a songwriter. though.
Oh, one of the best songwriters to walk the face of the planet Earth, man.
Seen him live.
But honestly,
Of course. You have.
I have always loved Neil Young's voice. Mine and my wife's song is a Neil Young song.
That's funny
I've
you
grown
said that.
up with Neil Young, so my two would be Kurt Cobain. I know that's fucking but Kurt Cobain.
You gotta
Neil
start
Young.
somewhere.
You don't say
Dude,
yeah.
Well,
That's what you care
the,
about.
The,
Yeah.
the thing
What you care
about Kurt Cobain, though, man, is that what I always loved about him is he did not care, and
No.
he just played the shit out of that fuck. Was
was
it
all
a
feeling.
Jaguar or Mustang?
He had
Jag
a
Stang.
Jag Stang
Jag
actually as a
Stang.
mix. Yeah.
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 Well,
Maybe
I
what?
mean, not to go back to me, but it was more than my uncle. I mean, he had the goods, but if I was to go down to it, and I hate to say it, it's a guilty pleasure of mine too. It would be Blink-182.
Yeah. I knew
We all
that.
start
I
somewhere.
knew it was coming.
But listen, I mean, when you're young,
You sold
Oh, yeah,
that.
yeah,
You sold
it's-
that 2
it's one
hours
of your
ago.
personal- yeah.
when you're young,
Beating a dead horse here, Pez.
I will say this before we let Dr. say his piece is that, I mean, the reason why I started playing guitar was because of Joe and Steve. They were my best friends, and they both played, and I wanted to play because I wanted to be in a band with
Well,
them.
the reason I started playing guitar though was our uncle had a fucking shitbox guitar and showed me how to play Wipeout and
yeah.
Inner Sandman
Yeah,
on one
oh, yeah.
string, and I picked it up super quick. I was like, I think I got this. so I asked for a guitar for Christmas, got it, and went from there. But that's the actual reason I started playing guitar is he taught me those
yeah.
2 songs on one string, but that's not my musical influence. But that's why I picked up the guitar.
What about you, Dr.?
Well,
It's gonna be something awesome, isn't it?
I
Fucking
wouldn't say all that, but like music really caught my ear was like Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
And when I was even 6th grade, I was doing biographies on him.
Oh, really? That's cool.
It just everything he did and what he did, I've always been a fan of.
He showed up with a long black wig on.
In 6th grade, I had the American Poet, with ripped holy jeans. People looked at me like I was a druggie. I was in 6th grade, folks.
Yeah, I was wearing
On top of
camo
that-
pants and a fucking log chain. I held my wallet on at that time.
On top of that, I had a 3-ring binder, probably 2-3 inches thick, of everything you could possibly imagine or want to know about Korn. I
Wow,
was
Dude,
sold
Dude, I mean,
on Korn.
how old are you?
35.
So I'm 36. So, I mean, I remember back when we was in high school, it was Godsmack, Korn. Who was the other bands that were huge in the 2000s? 1999 to
Don't forget
2003.
Britney
Limp
Spears.
Bizkit.
Lit.
Limp Bizkit.
Oh,
Lit.
yeah.
Spears.
Remember
and
Lit?
that-
Orgy.
Dude, I had a
Orgy.
coach, Coach Stover. He had 3 nipples because he swears the
Hit a
army.
nubbin.
Dude, he swears the army shot him up with steroids when he was in the Marines, and he would always play Orgy. He would take me and Donnie and Todd Green home. Dude, I'm serious, man. He showed us, and he would drive us home, and he would always listen to Orgy. I didn't like him,
So,
The Stitches.
does it feel
dude. One of my guilty pleasures.
To have 3.
Ramstein.
I was going to say,
Yes.
Yeah,
The 98's Family
have
Value
you seen
Store.
their new concerts?
You ever-
They're fucking insane.
yeah.
Oh,
Off
dude,
the
I'd
chart.
pay $500 to go see them,
Dude.
dude.
Or
Outside.
or
Have you
or
seen them? They have that fucking like castle.
What's that
with
one?
lights up.
typo negative.
Okay, yeah. Yes.
Wait. What about that Korean band?
Melt Banana.
No banana.
No.
They open up for
What's
Tool.
what's that one band that
Terrible.
come on?
Give me a
Are
song.
you talking about the boy band?
They play
Gangnam
like
Style?
little violins and like
Apocalyptica?
they're a metal band.
Is that the one Joe sent you?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a newer band though. I can't
It's Cellos.
I can't think of them.
It is baby metal.
No, it's good stuff. It's good stuff, and
Do
it's
your
new
fucking
stuff.
homework before you show up to my podcast, bud.
Hey. Here's another good question, I think. First song you learn on guitar.
Oh, damn it!
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
Blink
that's a great
182.
song.
That you remember.
Well, I
Damn it!
already blew my wad.
Damn it! About Blink-182. What's yours?
Oh, it's Paranoid.
What's yours?
Mine was Wipeout and Inner Sandman on one note or one string. The actual first song I learned on a 6-string guitar that I could actually play would have to be probably Yesterday by the Beatles. That's a fucking lie. That's
Did you?
hard as
You
fuck
didn't
to play.
finger
I
pick
still
that,
don't even
you
know how to
lying
play
bitch.
I still don't even know how to play that fucking song. I don't remember what the actual real song is.
I was playing Strawberry Fields
Yeah.
for a while, so
No, I would say the first one I could play on an actual guitar would have probably been Heart Shaped Box. Because I remember I learned how to tune to drop D before I knew how to fucking play power chords.
right. Me
Yeah.
too. It was always like Iron Man, Smoke on the Water.
Smoke on the Water. Yeah. Everybody learned that was
Well,
one
see,
of-
You could play that with one
Excluding that
finger.
song.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I played bass guitar for the high school.
Should have stuck with it.
You're in the school band?
I was in school band.
He's
In
better
middle
on
school.
bass.
In middle
For real.
school, I went up to like Roger Thompson. You remember him?
Yeah.
I went up to him. I said, "Hey, man," I said, I'm learning to play bass guitar. What can you do? Can you teach me?" He said, "Of course." He had friggin'
Raped
Mike
you.
Iman,
Raped
Mike
Is
Mike
this where it's
Iman
leading?
pushing a friggin' dolly with an amp while I'm here thumping the bass
That
on
was
parades.
You, huh? That was you. I was.
I smack at the biz.
Slapping the bass, man.
That's awesome. Man.
stole
So
it from
So
Scoob.
one time,
Bass is what I
Yeah.
started with.
one time. So
Copycat.
the first time we played the one nighter, Steve Bell was the music director.
Amazing. I love Steve.
Oh, I
man.
love Steve. He's
Good
great.
dude.
And honestly, he let me get away with a lot of shit I shouldn't have gotten away with.
100%.
So before we even tried out for the one nighter, he goes, "Listen, if you play this song for the choir in Sights and Sounds, no matter what, I'll let you be in the one nighter with your band."
Oh,
No big deal.
freebie.
So I don't even know the name of the song, but it was not a popular Backstreet Boys song. But I played guitar and a solo on a Backstreet Boys song in the Sights and Sounds.
Oh, that's
And then played Man in the Box. No, we played Cumbersome in one nighter.
with Brandon Smith.
Yeah.
What was the first song you learned, Dr?
First song I remember learning is he was teaching me was Mr. Superstar by Marilyn Manson.
Ah, yeah.
Really?
So I bought Antichrist Superstar. I bought Antichrist, the album Antichrist Superstar.
Ooh.
How many times? Probably a ton. My mom kept throwing it away.
Oh,
But my mom and dad went to my
With
aunt
the
and uncle's
downward
house for the
spiral.
weekend. They went to my aunt and uncle's house for the weekend and left. My sister would always babysit her. She was older than us. I learned Antichrist Superstar, the rhythm guitar, from song 1 to the end of the fucking album in 2 days.
Wow.
My dad came home. I can remember playing. My mom fucking hated Marilyn Manson. My dad loved it.
oh yeah.
My dad loves Marilyn, or not so much loves him now, but back then he's like, yeah, it's awesome. So he always sit there and play. He's like, you know how to play that? I was like, yeah, and I'd play it, and I'd go to the next song. He's like, can you play that one? I was like, yeah, and I'd play it. I learned that whole fucking album, the rhythm guitar, from song 1 till the end of it in 2 days.
One of those kind of Downward Spiral was one of those albums for us. First Cause used to cover.
Dude,
There
that's
is
so
no
good.
Scoob. There is only Steve. There is no.
So there's a funny story. This sprung up. My mom was not a fan of Nirvana because of the whole In Utero album with the girl and
Yeah.
Kurt Cobain killed himself.
all that bull. Anyways, I had acquired this pretty nice pipe. And Josh said, hey, I'll trade you this Nevermind album for that pipe.
Incesticide.
He's right. He's correct. But we trade. And my mom ends up finding this album, or finding the CD, and snaps it in half.
Oh no.
This was 1998. 98. Okay. And for Christmas that year, on my Christmas list, I had asked for Korn's Follow the Leader album.
Great album.
She buys me that album for Christmas, but turns around and breaks my Nirvana album.
Makes no sense.
Mom,
Oh yeah.
you really just bought me this Korn album.
I think my first album was god dang Kid Rock. Kid Rock with the middle finger.
Of course it was.
My
with the
grandmother.
ball.
So my grandmother, and she was cool as fuck. Not my Bible thumping grandmother, but the other one. Rest in peace. I loved her to death. But so I was probably at eighth. Yeah, I was in 8th grade. She bought me Astro Creep 2000 White Zombie for Christmas. My grandma bought me that. It was pretty rad that she. I mean, I would play it. She's like, I don't understand this. I just don't get this. I was like, don't even try to listen to this.
No.
About like the 6 to Midnight thing. Don't try to get
Yeah,
this.
don't even try it.
I mean, Ball with the Ball was a bad tune back in the day.
You should play that one, bud. I'm
No.
gonna
Before I
be a
forget.
cowboy.
After my mom broke the whole Nirvana CD, his mom found the pipe and threw it in their pond.
No. No, that's not how it went. My oldest sister was going to narc on me, so I wrapped it up and threw it in the pond. I threw it in the pond. It was by my choice, all right?
Hey,
I could have smoked one less.
my sister was actually told on me one time, told my mom that I was been smoking pot, and they called the cops on me and had the cops come down and take me for a little ride.
Your own family?
Own family. I mean, I
Dude, I remember going to the flea markets with
13
my
years
mom and
old.
buying the little keychain fucking one-hitters, man, with a little bowl on them.
Yeah, I remember
My mom
coming.
never gave a fuck.
Pez, you ever smoked weed?
I came home from a night with Danny Wang one time.
who's we?
Yeah.
God, Danny's gonna be happy about this. And my mom came home. I came home, and my mom, she said, "Okay, I need you to piss in this cup." I just got home.
Your mom?
Yeah, I said,
Oh, fuck.
I said,
I love his mom.
I said, I can't pee in this cup. And I started crying. I said, "Cause I'll fail it."
Dude, my mom was just happy I didn't fail life.
Yeah.
She did not care. She's like, "What, you got these? Well, that ain't failing, son. Hit you up some ramen noodles and celebrate."
I've only probably smoked 10 times in my life.
Oh, I've
Dude.
smoked a lot.
Me too.
I've never been able
times.
to, but I feel like it would help. See, I suffer with extreme anxiety.
You don't say.
Fuck you.
Is it because of me?
No, it's after real life hit me, anxiety started kicking in, and
What happened, man?
you know,
It happens.
and I whatever, I can't really, like, it is what it is. I try to deal with it. Yeah, I'm on medication, but it's not like crazy medication, but
Up it.
it's already up, Dick. You're up on the same meds.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. Fuck shit.
I mean, life happens, dude.
Oh,
but I
no.
think marijuana would help me.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't give a shit what
Absolutely,
anybody
yeah.
else says.
No.
My job, they'd fire me.
It's legal, bro.
It's so silly
it's
that,
not legal over
especially
there.
me and you, we
Yeah,
can't do
yeah.
jack shit.
We're federal.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Until they
I can't do
federally-
nothing either.
Really?
They told me.
Oh, we're in Indiana, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Even in Illinois, you still can't, but in some places.
Yeah.
That's what I do. No, I'm joking. I wish I could.
I wish I could. I do it right
But
now.
they can't stop me from eating
We're in Illinois. We're in Illinois.
You can't eat mushrooms. You know that, right?
Well,
Yes, we can.
I'm an advocate for mushrooms.
Dude,
Nobody's
reset the
nobody's gonna be
brain.
super proud of me on my side of the family, but I'm a fucking.
we talked
I'll
about
push 'em all
that.
the
We
time.
talked about that.
Yeah.
You ever
What do you
thought?
think, Skyler?
You ever thought about
Neon mushrooms?
DMT?
All the time, man. As
Yeah.
soon as I can do it, I'm doing it.
I thought a lot about it, man. After hearing people talk about it, especially hearing the Joe Rogan with Mike Tyson,
Yeah.
if anything can bring that crazy motherfucker back to life, I
Yeah.
mean, I think it could do wonders for.
Yeah. I just need to
Absolutely.
rewire.
Well, everybody has DMT in their body already.
Yeah.
And
Every living thing does.
yeah, plants, everything.
Somewhere on the road, something got crossed, and I started getting anxiety. So it's time to rewire.
Probably that time you went to the gay bar.
Probably.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, take a
Results: Soul Patch.
dick- You take a dick to the dome, man. It'll fuck you up.
Every
Mushroom
fucking time.
stamp.
Yeah,
That'll get you.
it happens.
Well, guys, it's been a good time.
That's a great time.
Still early.
I like just hanging out with
We
you
could
guys.
do this for another 2
Oh, yeah.
hours for sure. But I
March
don't know, Scott.
13th at the
Yes.
Elks Lodge.
Yeah.
Be there.
Please
be
show
square.
up. I mean,
Hey, one more
if
thing.
you can, if you're healthy. If
One
you're
more
healthy-
thing about these benefits, man. Don't forget the people that donate shit.
Oh man,
Yeah.
There's tons of stuff that gets donated. People basically giving away money to help other people, and a lot of people donate the shit back to get resold again.
right?
So, make sure you check out them vendors who do that and go shop local.
Yeah, not only the vendors, the local businesses. I mean,
And that's who you're hitting up mostly
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
And-
and there's a handful of them that never I didn't even think about saying no. I mean, Taco Factory, Dairy Queen, Subway. They always, just whatever I need, anything that I do, they're always there. So I appreciate everything that those guys do.
And that's a big part of it. That's a huge part of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Scott's a good dude. We wish him the best.
Absolutely.
He's the man. In my book, he is the man.
He is the best musician I've ever played music with.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Stuff.
He is. Well,
Andy's
it's been good.
Practiced.
I get embarrassed playing in front of him.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Scott's
Yeah, like
here.
he knows I suck.
Scott's here.
Well, we're rocking bubbies. We'll catch you next week.
Rockin' Chubbies.
Thanks for having us on, guys.
Hell yeah, man. It's good.
Appreciate it.